05969133298 and at 05969133220 for more details. Max Buy, Happy Life, proud sponsors of the Sports Park on 89.7. The big question is, should 𝐒𝐏𝐻𝐒 be sacked or maintained as Black Stars coach? First competitive defeat against Comoros in the World Cup qualifier. And for 𝐒𝐏𝐻𝐒, for Adrian we're picking your thoughts and your comments on 050-6367-196. 050-6367-196. Your thoughts about the Black Stars performance and whether Coach 𝐒𝐻𝐻ew is the right man for the job or not. Yemfa subo mono and I'm renting and we sheda emu modern. Nyamia Doma, Mediama Sporting Club, we present Ghana, our CAF Champions League, we do money Egypt, and money Ali, Eddie Boy weekend we, and we get them Eddie money Cairo, in Comeo Jedi Bebro. Techno Mobile Simon Kancho said it's time to unfold the extraordinary with the Techno Phantom V Fold series. Abba, from your pocket to the tablet, you explore a world where flexibility meets functionality. The Techno Phantom V Fold, their features are an amazing camera with an ultra clear 5-lens camera system. It's for an incredible photography experience. Now, the battery holding a 5,000 milliamps capacity. We charge ya. We see so don't hear bako. Now when you fully charged mobile phone and it's me conformal memory space kakraka. 512 gig ROM and 12 gig RAM to store your favorite movies, your apps, and your favorite games. And also, you enjoy 12 months screen warranty and other amazing freebies. NT, if you have an extraordinary phone to purchase, why do you go for the ordinary one? Step into the future of smartphones with the Techno Phantom V Fold. Furniture Techno Danke Semo Dakuman Junction. And I said Techno accredited show be a Ghana. Now call you Techno Phantom V Fold. For Techno Mobile, it was 0544 019 552. Techno, stop at nothing. Alright, Star Times say it's a mega showdown on Star Times. Unu says Star Times say ene what the new higher bouquet ya to the mega bouquet edi abajum. Ukra 150 Ghana cedis per. And you can say enjoy over 250 satellite channels where you experience the mega world of entertainment in sports, non-stop telenovelas, movies, documentaries, cartoons, world news content, and so much more. Yes, see, if you see Enrachi, 20th November, you do kwa kusi the 31st of January. The Yan say, which are 2 months of your current bouquet. Na emunemunumo na when you 2 months upgrade to the next higher bouquet in the mega step up promo. Super bouquet subscribers unya extra 10 days free in addition to the 2 months step up offer. Yedemao, it makes a total of 70 days. Unyan bebia, unless you get hooked on to Star Times. Nyanun kwan. Star Times will say, well, ma achedi Bebli to all our subscribers. Mom berry charge your branch and your officer who do biara for the mega celebration this Christmas. Who sent me recharging who stay connected who be enjoying the best season with Star Times. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Call our hotline on 0242 437888 or you can reach us on WhatsApp on 055 3511 Star Times. Enjoy digital life. It's 60 minutes past 9 on 89.7 Max FM. Alright, Nanedu Atanasi, Josiah Quaye Atanasi, the predictor will come your way with Tony Bebli. On behalf of the entire team, I welcome you to this morning's edition of the Sports Park. Nafisa Fatalia, Mpofuankra, Mutala, Yakubu, Daniel, Michael, Gordon, and Afimpo Belinda. On behalf of everyone, we say welcome to the Sports Park. It's your best and your most authoritative mid-morning sports show in the capital and beyond. We're live in Secondly Takrade on Maximum 104.3. Live on YouTube, live on Facebook. Your friend Nana Darkwa Gyasi. It's always a pleasure to be here. Okay, so we'll kickstart with some results from the Euro qualifiers. We trickle it down to the African World Cup qualifiers, and then we go and find out CONMEBOL. What happened to Brazil? And they on the Tarea now. Why? It's simply not happening for the Brazilian national team. So let's start off with Europe. We go PMO Group B. Netherlands echo away to Gibraltar. Echo share Gibraltar by 6-0. We ended the PMO. Then France also echo away to Greece. Any Greece echo both 2-2. They even had to come from a goal 2-1 down to equalize and make it 2-2. Make sure France into the PMO Group B. But as it stands in Group B, this is how the table looks like. France leading with 22, Netherlands on 18, Greece 13, and Ireland, Gibraltar 16 and 0 respectively. Group D, Croatia, Armenia, Armenia by 1-0. In that same group, Wales, Fieni, Turkey, 1-1. Inti results Piemunra and Andorra, Group I, Etna Israel, Shenu 2-0, and Kosovo, so Fiema Belarus, Koshenu 1-0. Romania, Fie Switzerland, Switzerland by 1-0. Uko PMO other matches so South America na Paraguay and Fiema Colombia share by 1-0. Sounds so ena Ecuador Chile 1-0. Uruguay Bolivia by 3-0. Darwin Nunes with a double for Uruguay in that game. Now we ended the PMO. Then in the talking point game ana obia ehwe animu na Brazil and Argentina. Sabrina na Peru and Venezuela airborne. Peru ni Venezuela bo 1-1 and a 2 day Nicolas Otamendi wono etimi share the only goal edema Argentina abra on share Brazil the famous Maracana by 1-0. Jolinton enya red card, but that was even after the goal had come. It was 9 minutes to full timer. Brazil elusu their first World Cup qualifier at home. We Sema and also let's take a critical look at that group. Nienshe South America for no one more qualifiers no say anything. After 6 matches no, Argentina LED with 15 points. Uruguay etosumienu with 13 points. Colombia tosumiensa with 12 points. Venezuela etoso a 9 with 9 points. Ecuador etoso enum with 8 points. Guess what? Brazil etoso insia sit on the South American qualifying table or 7 points from a possible 18. I foresee this could possibly be the worst Brazilian national team of all times. Okay, Africa. So as the Europeans get busy with Euro qualifiers and South America get busy with World Cup qualifiers, Africa not left behind. Say in Africa, qualifiers no, matches no EPN. Burkina Faso echo away Group A, echo share Ethiopia by 3-0. We ended the PMO Burkina. Inti Onyabri Bertrand Traoré was on the score sheet in this game. They want to go to the World Cup. In other results in Africa, World Cup qualifiers. In Group B, South Sudan and Mauritania, goalless. Togo and Senegal. The star-studded Senegal team were held by Togo. Against anybody, Togo. Ono and Senegal, Aku Itspenkra. Obia entimi anyade anshe ne nyonko enti di PMO ho eno. The good news is that Yawano was in action for the Togolese national team, former Premier League top scorer. Yawano he obo from the 63rd minute obeyi Elias Bebu. Somebody Elias Bebu wono ena Yawano ebeyi no in that game. So that's Yawano making that competitive appearance for the Hawks of Togo. Elias Bebu plays for Hoffenheim. ono ena yaw ebeyi ni free akese no nti Senegal with all the stars they paraded from Mendy to Koulibaly to Niakate to 𝐒𝐏𝐎𝐑𝐓𝐒 𝐏𝐀𝐂 Papi Metassa Sadio Mane Ismaila Sarr awentman Shenkrofui Lome abonten so a obia antimi anto atena Lesotho ni Benin bo goalless ena Rwanda South Africa by 2-0 Group C ukopimo Group D Eswatini ena ontena fima Cape Verde by 2-0 ena Libya so surprisingly, they held in double tempo Lions of Cameroon to a 1-1 drawn game. Group D. In that same group, Mauritius and Angola goalless. So the only team to have won in Group D yesterday was Cape Verde, wano Eswatini by 2-0 in Group D. Ukopim Group E, Niger Zambia by 2-1. And semi-finalists in the last edition of the World Cup in Qatar, the only African country to have done so, Morocco, Omuche consistency, on Quaye, it's Mikoshe Tanzania by 2-0. We NDP mu enra. We're joining in on WhatsApp on 0506367196. In other matches, Group H, Malawi, Etnefima, Tunisia, born by a 1-0 in Sakni, the goal scorer for Tunisia. And Itimi Emma Omosa and Kunimdiana. He's been very loyal and committed to them. Namibia, 𝐒𝐿 𝐏𝐻𝐒 Sao Tome and Principe by 2-0. Then that one too. Okay, that's reserved for a major discussion. That game that was held in Moroni, that Comoros-Ghana game is big and is our topic for discussion later on the show. Alright, so that's how it is from the qualifiers into Shannon. So I guess I have to step into Nafisa's shoes and do her job today. And my UEFA Women's Champions League, I'm sure she's going to come to tomorrow's results. So these are fixtures for today. Rosengard, any Benfica, any Bot, Eintracht Frankfurt, Mano, Tenerife and Barcelona women, Olympic Lyon women, any St. Polten women, SK Brand women, any Slavia Prague women, and Eddie Airboy into Monshano Sona Mufa MI. So 25 minutes past 9. Join us on WhatsApp 050-6367-196. We're active and live on Facebook. You can also join us now. We're reviewing the Black Stars performance yesterday and possibly the question about whether Coach Chris Hughton is the right man to lead Ghana or not. We made me Edward Drincher about for say, where the Ublemi coach and you are for say bon quad and want any coaching. How's the work? Have won a game after the exit of Martin Koopman. We have the big interview with Hartsovo. We're trying to establish the reasons why they intend to go to Sugakope. Now, Uncle Sisa Akaina on the Kotoko Eddie Boyni for the match day 12 of the Bet Power Premier League coming up later on this weekend. So you're free to join us with your comments, your thoughts, your suggestions. We are, talking about the Black Stars and Ghana. Ebiana teamway and Enya Kra in recent times. Teams are Black Stars are parody. What do you think? Is it a coaching problem? Commitment from players? I also say your job players need to be quiet. This is the Sports Park on 89.7 Max FM. Good morning, Nanedu.
Darkwa Gyasi.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning, Bokodi.
Adumni Asheye na
All right. Cool.
Yes. If the we are, start American qualifier, it hit you up. And me rare when we can say Brazil losing the first game, they were home in a World Cup qualifier. Meraho, because the most enviable national team Abenya, it will be Yakubu is the Brazilian national team. And it's a back to a matter of discussion. Say we na the West Brazil team who we are here. A matter of worry, not for Brazilian alone, but for South American football, and of course world supporters who do football when it comes to Brazil national team. No, and can it be a team? No, Brazil is one of the few national teams that. You see even people supporting them ahead of their national team. That is Brazil. Because they showcase a good football. Beautiful one. And anytime Biano, omuji talent APA. Inti Brazil is here kaya. Who on several occasions Brazil ebobola. People in this country support Brazil. Who pempenso be eduswa. Coach Tayan dance from I say almost per national team football. They were eager to quote the Brazilian national team. Like then time Pep Guardiola or Barcelona. Now we interview no say obe taking national team football and playing. Or say he's not ready for national team football. But the only national team enticing is the Seleção, the Brazilian national team. Inti Omar sana and come back from football no call for me say. And I was just going through their first 11. Alisson Becker, Emerson Royal, Carlos Augusto, Gabriel Magalhaes, Marquinhos, New Andre, Bruno Guimaraes, Rafinha Martinelli on the wings, Gabriel Jesus, Rodrigo Goes. Now I'm saying I come call. They are even players in the Brazilian national team when they come to Blasta, they will not start. So it tells you the standard has fallen when it comes to the Brazilian national team and a worrying situation about Brazil hockey here. And in fact, I was just going through some of these players about personal achievement with regards to the Brazilian national team, and you understand the reason why I'm a performance in the form. A player like Gabriel Jesus, Asia can 63 games for the Brazilian national team. Was 19 goals, I'm a 15 assists. But the amount of year to performance and standard not falling. They say, or making the debut at age 18, between age 18 and 22, about 35 games, I say 18 goals, and the last 28 games for the Seleção was a 1 goal. So if a player like this still command a position in the Brazilian national team, and you call up and you be body, it should tell you say standard are falling. When it comes to players, they see academy of the Brazilian national team. That is Brazil. Indeed, hated that particular point and they say, over lose some first game, no. According to me, Brazil in a worried. But Abasa, in the Edu Sampempen, so yeah. That is why in the first time in their history of the country, no, they are looking at appointing a foreign coach as their head coach. On my Brazil, no foreign coach in the coach Brazil that. The only country that bought any World Cup since 1930 based in there. On foreign coach that. Now in there, who has situation I'm finding myself. I'm looking at somebody to appointing a foreign coach. It tells you I'm doing pempen so be I'm a pim my name. And I'm making different hands. No matter somebody master I sign many of Brazil and a worrying situation. In fact, now me share Argentina squad no. Even some of the players are call World Cup. No, 1 or 2 were missing from the game. But the only thing is a majority of them were available. Molina, Marcus Acuna, Nicolas Otamendi, a partner, Christian Romero, Giovanni Lo Celso, a partner, Rodrigo Di Paul, and of course McAllister, and of course Julian Alvarez, Lionel Messi, so majority of the players na call World Cup no were part of the Argentina team na share Brazil and Ra. So on paper, team no more happy than the Brazilian national team. Maturity wom. Any bono. No wonder Otamendi etuminya that only go on. Ha Brazil for the Enra. One of the fine games at Martinelli nyaye. But the biggest mess if you know side in the buy. That crucial mess. And in fact, football they be a game of fine margins. And the moment be no one take advantage of it to affect the team no. And I did that to Brazil. Going to Colombia, losing by 2-1. Coming to Brazil at home and losing to Argentina, who lost at home to Uruguay. An unfortunate situation. The Brazilian national team. Imagine me say, and let me say, Evia, better players score with Europe. Be a woman in your collapse na. Nana, but the Banishema. Most of the best players here are from me. It's then na Brazil for the right dinner. And no one to miss a meaning in the view. I think that is a big question now. On my Brazil and the FA. Any abandoned they need to ask themselves. Then and not previous no more yet. At this time, no, almost struggle to do it. And the good thing is that almost a number of teams are to qualify for World Cup. Their chances are still high. Ekoba say those times now 4 countries straight when automatic qualification for Brazil no. I will not be surprised some of these countries see performance for South America. Brazil may not qualify for the World Cup for the first time. But this time round number 2 in the other teams now the likes of Peru, Venezuela, Paraguay, and of course Bolivia mono Brazil but more overcome you not qualify. Say Quaye didn't say the previous years in the South America, Colombia picking at the right time. James Rodriguez and of course Luis Diaz, they are playing well for them. Ecuador and manage any that win against Chile. Pick at the right time. Moisca said on the guys no. Argentina, the top guys in South America. And in fact the team to beat now in South Africa, Uruguay. Inti and get the Sadian Canana. Me hurt situation now Brazil for finding myself in. And the real football na corner. Come on here for the first time we may not see Brazil in the next World Cup, but they still have some chance to win. But they may who need dear. Brazil who plays so. My goodness. And what situation I'm finding myself in now. The Football Association in Brazil and then Yameni. Me who various Brazil website. Obia who be a problem if the eagerness of the players ready to die for the nation. Our boys nani. But ahomana na to say they not standard na falling. And I force our money no money kakra. The Brazilian league how our players EPA free move. And I never come who say a major problem they say. The presence of the European market and more players in there are mature enough in the Brazilian league before they move outside Brazil. Into another kwa. You about to make a World Cup be. Na play be free Brazilian national team be abegini di no. Na on by Europe. So about Europe so only limelight. By now, look at the players here. Gabriel Jesus Arsenal. Wajini di yewie. Martinelli Arsenal. Rodrigo Goes Real Madrid already. Bruno Guimaraes Newcastle. Into what short team Rafinha Barcelona. Marquinhos Paris Saint-Germain consistently war. Gabriel Brazil for Arsenal. Into what short team now? Acquire only new guy na Andre. And look at Matisse. Or yan English club here to move to England. By first no from nowhere in 2002. Now when I do what we have a from nowhere, not play me from nowhere. What about the Brazilian national team? So the players is really almost mature in the Brazilian league. About Europe, so almost mature with the smaller clubs. And some of them move with the big clubs. But in the and this our Brazil into standard not falling. That is why I have put your output and performance with regards to the Brazilian national team. But I first say, Lionel Scaloni are your Argentina team. There's rumors to be an air course. Say one head here after this game, he may end up with the Argentina national team. Or not better the media not all. Those who must name, but I first say, for them to go to Brazil and get a 1-0 win against Brazil, Brazil for home no. A massive result. It's like winning the World Cup. It's like winning the Copa America because to beat Brazil, backyard no. A massive achievement at the Milano Scaloni and of course Lionel Messi Football Club. I mean, they say the football ne ya Quaye mom no. Na records akesia e so onya with the football career in terms of national team football no Messi onya. Indeed, I'm happy for Lionel Messi, my all-time best player of all time no. In the ultimate records are all year or making sure or achieve a lot in terms of national team football. So I'm happy for Argentina, but worried for Brazil for losing their game at home to Argentina national team. Nana, the last time that we were discussing Quaye, Marcelo Bielsa, as a Sanyameni, and Emma Uruguay national team, especially a player like Darwin Nunes. I was just going to the Uruguay national team. In this particular qualifier, 6 appearances for Darwin Nunes, 5 goals, 2 assists, under Marcelo Bielsa. So in there, we overtake Nicola de la Cruz, and not only the goalkeeper Uruguay national team when we come to the World Cup qualifier. This is a handwork of Marcelo Bielsa. In general, me monitor game no me who say e do second half and who the number from na Luis Suarez na fu the bench ebe yi Darwin Nunes. When they find progression, when they find a player be apeke a mentor, no do the nase, no do the destination. That was Darwin Nunes and Luis Suarez. And I thought say you go national team no apeke at the right time. Until you cast American football. Yeah, now man for time Brazil and Argentina. Forget to say the Copa America. You are going to win much more than any other country in South America. On numbers, on records. World Cup here, yeke. 3 countries say winning be South America. Uruguay is one of them. And I first said, Quaye, Marcelo Bielsa, after swap the team no. One of the teams to watch in the next 5 years in terms of national team football is the Uruguay national team. And in fact, let me show team no. Cavani mo free mo. Luis Suarez Gabriel normal woman out. But end up Facundo Pellistri. Emma the 7th assist in the Uruguay colors. And Quaye of us were all bubble or no Oliveira with Darwin Nunes up front. Because of the 2 yellow card that Manuel Ugarte nyai. And for the first time after almost 1 year, Rodrigo Betancourt is 86 minutes for Uruguay.
Yeah.
The last time I would see Academy and the national team was the game against Ghana last year November in the World Cup. So after 1 year, Rodrigo Betancourt is back. And Quaye of us to see and then the numbers. About 130 so nyaye or to make complete 96. And I thought say perfect replacement for Ugarte. And a smaller country. But Quaye more fast to produce great players. That was South America no. Tell
right.
The answer my plane tickets near go try near beside how they do it. And I thought say Uruguay national team is one of the team to watch. Among for show me
Right.
Josiah Jimenez, the new leader at the back for the Uruguay national team. Okoha a friend El Comandante. They say or your commander and he's really playing well for the Uruguay national team. Replacing Diego Godin. And I say he's one of the few reasons why Uruguay national team is a delight to watch. Even though Obaka say Bolivia there. In fact, in the World Cup qualifying records, prior to the 1996 World Cup, I'm making sure say 98 World Cup, I'm winning by 1-0. Prior to the 2002 World Cup, in 2000, they won by 1-0. Prior to the 2006 World Cup, I'm about qualifying in 2003, they won by 5-0.
Right.
And of course, prior to the 2010 World Cup, I'm about qualifying in 2007, they also won by 5-0. A free World Cup, 2011 4-2, 2017 4-2, and now 2021 4-2, and now almost also winning by 3-0. So it means Uruguay against Bolivia goes APM.
Right.
The numbers speak for themselves, and I was there one of the national teams to watch. Uruguay, and of course, Faye Babadi in the midfield, in the one of the matured players in the team, and also I'm midfield, no, and the ball on move bonan. Imagine him say the next Copa America, Argentina or team not matured here, but the team to watch. Uruguay national team, and the numbers of the man, no more number of football, and the players APM free one. No wonder they are causing a lot of surprises. That was South America and another one.
All right, thank you very much, Nanedo. It's 42 minutes past 9, 22nd November 2023. It's a midweek edition of your Sports Park, Max FM. You're live with Secondary Takrade on Maximum 104.3. Your messages can still come on 050-6367-196. The Black Stars big on our agenda. Hatzabok up for discussion as well. Ubetimi are joining. Mediama fly out to Egypt later today for the Champions League game against Ali on Saturday. Ubetimi are joining. Now they were drinking about Black Stars. You see, Quaye and Yakubu is recruiting the right man to lead the team. 050-6367-196. Ebraso say ja players be Quaye. And I say Achiasu Mui we Sma Yebusane 43 minutes after 9. This is the Sports Park. Good morning, Josiah.
Nana, good morning.
Yeah.
We are Boko.
Adum.
I think say finally no. Osha international break now baby across the world. Top European leagues, and Russia, Euro 4, they are gearing up towards Euro 2024, in Germany. The South Americans are also playing for a place at the 2026 World Cup. I woke up this morning and I saw some interesting results. And Nana, to be very honest, result back one shock me cry Brazil lost no. And shock me because yesterday we spoke about this game, we previewed it, and I just didn't see how Brazil were going to beat this Argentina team. I just didn't know. Sometimes I feel I always say Nana, it's unfair. Say you better compare generations. Because Osha, there's nothing permanent in this life. And sometimes you need to go through the bad times so that you can appreciate the good times and also work yourself towards achieving better things. In the Osha Brazil team it's not shocking, say, the last 5 World Cup editions, they've always been one of the favorites, but they failed to win it. Even in 2014 when they hosted it, they still managed to end up 4th over there. All errors come to an end. With the Ten Hag Kasa, all errors do come to an end. But then how do you bounce back from this rough patch? That's the question the Brazilians should be asking themselves.
I'm trying to look at this Germany team as well.
And say Brazil for
No, Germany is down low.
They are down.
I watched the full game against Turkey and I watched them against Australia
yesterday. So you can understand, say here, Obia Famubi. Even Argentina, where I come once me. After Maradona, they went through some difficult times. And so line with him. So sometimes it's about how you just pick yourself up when you are down. Brazil record no. We all knew say at some point that record say omun lose wo home da. Because Ocean last year they had a crunch game against Argentina.
The
COVID you can say instructors be back yes if they were certified if they were the shocking thing is Obi and him say officers don't buy so we are verified officers and that's what we are verified.
For airport in Rust.
Yes, that's South America for you. But when you look at all the things that happen, the activities preluding the game and the aftermath of the game, yesterday's game and this morning's game was a classic game. If you had seen the videos, the footages, our police one, she no more Argentina for no stands.
Yeah, Messi says it could have been chaos.
No, it could have been anything.
Yeah.
Nancy, we saw what happened at Mexico when 2 clubs were playing, and you see South American football. Nana, we say we are passionate about our game over here, but sometimes I feel there isn't any passionate set of fans that you can compare to the South Americans when it comes to football. And yesterday, I began to feel gradually looks like Brazil are losing it to Argentina, and why their dominance would end, and it will come from no other side than Argentina. It would hear Marquinhos before the game. He spoke about the fact that they are scared facing Argentina at this time because they are at their lowest, and Argentina are rather flying high. Time a the uncle ye can after a rival need the car there then. And that is what they don't understand. In the last 70 years, a team behind me shall go home. Then the only team to beat you, not once, but twice. Our wow background. Now, I'm sure Brazil for down beat me at that. I'm not sure they will be able to sleep after that defeat. Because I don't see how they are going to sleep. July 2021, Copa America final. When everyone thought, Brazil, Maracana again. Everyone thought they were going to carry the day. And Di Maria steps up and wins the game for Argentina. Then Argentina will go ahead and celebrate a Copa victory in Brazil. Unprecedented. Then World Cup qualifier, Obientimi Brazil will home that. Since the inception of what? The qualifiers for the Brazilian national team.
Yeah.
And then Argentina will go there again and beat them. And yeah, Yaka and say, yes, bro. One. That should tell you, say psychologically, no. Argentina have found the edge over this Brazilian team. Because even when Brazil, in between 2002 and last World Cup, Argentina, it looks like, they dominated Argentina to the extent, not Argentina, the way I'm betting break his bondage. They dominated them every single time. And you look at this performance from Argentina. And one thing I admire about this team now is it's not even just about the quality, but they are warriors. They fight hard. Because Endra Ushe intimidation, they be a course, and they still manage to win the game. Now they are fighters. And they know how to fight. And I still stand by what I always say, Nana, this team, the world should still watch out for them in the next World Cup edition. Because it looks like they are not done yet. The core of the team is still young. Because Ushe team way, and 3 years from now, going to the 2026 World Cup, Nana, a chunk of them will still be there. Enzo is young. Alexis McAllister, Rodrigo Di Paul, Julian Alvarez, a chunk of the team, no Omunio. Ni winning crowd winning the line no Messi. And on he's still going to lead the team. He will be a starter by that time. Because even as at now, he's leading the team. He's captaining them in the qualifiers.
So Messi will play at the next World Cup.
Hey, Nana, he's going.
Okay.
Obi Obo qualifiers no. Nana says baby I want Obi Obo World Cup qualifiers the Bia Bekubi.
Andrea uses
now Obo qualifiers I won't go. Why are you playing the qualifiers?
Nebenya Stars pa.
Oh, Stars Beko. Stars Beko. Nana, and you see the Lionel Messi is not done. The guy is not, and it looks like the stars have just aligned for him. Oh shit! You look at the chronicles of the things he's achieved, and the chronology of the things he's achieved, and look at the way the guy's national team career started. No to be in just Argentina. Quaye 2014 could do final. And Brazil, they couldn't win it. Then 2021 it starts in Brazil with the Copa America. And they be a Quaye Kramano. That Copa now or the Argentina edgy. Because if they had not won that Copa, then I'm not sure that they would have had that confidence and belief on the Beji. You can't say the World Cup. It was that Copa that started everything for them.
Right.
On enemy territory. It would have said this team has been built with what? A tough mentally, not me a tough.
I got you.
And then let me show videos. No, police boy a bomb no. And yes, I'm ketwa. But even after all those brutality, Nana, if you still win against your fiercest rivals, Nana, there's no better win than that. Brazil have a poor team. Let's be honest. They have a very, very poor team. Nana, team no mukitana. See, they have individually, they've got names. But then together as a team, they are really lacking a lot. But then we've seen the CONMEBOL qualifiers. This time round, out of 10, they have 6 automatic slots and 1 via playoffs. There's no way you can tell me that Brazil are not going to qualify for this World Cup. I don't know, make us say, Africa had no more qualifiers, sneak performance, we are going to go. Nyomu boy. And come here 6. E will group back, na back up and they qualify. But boy, Brazil will not qualify for the World Cup. But then you ask yourself, say, what's the fate of this Brazil's side in the next 3 years going to the World Cup? And if they don't take it, they might go, decades without winning the World Cup.
Right.
Looking at what they are going through currently, if they don't take it, they will go a long time without winning the World Cup. Because you look at the team, and the team is even lacking leaders. There's no leadership in this Brazilian team. They are lacking real leaders in the team. So I'm not surprised that Argentina are still dominating Brazil. It's not surprising at all. Then Europe qualifies the baby here. And I saw some games be a corso.
Yeah.
France were held to a 2-2 draw.
Yeah, by Turkey. By
Greece. But then you say it was a dead rubber for them because
they knew they had qualified.
They had qualified already. But yesterday I said it here. So Oshe team omukita. Nana, I always put them first on my favorites to win the tournament. Because they have a very, very solid team. And one good thing about this front side is the fact that the man who won the World Cup with them
still the gaffer,
is still the man in charge. So it looks like they have a clear plan and they know what they're about. Since Omuche World Cup in 2018, in between that time, now they've won the Nations League. So this is the team going into every tournament, they are a force. The just ended World Cup, they made it to the final. Lost via a shootout. And I look at the team they paraded. And it looks like, Nana, they always stick to the same personnel. In Jombe changes beer. Changes to every pen on They had Giroud starting. Antoine Griezmann, who has started his last 84 games for France. That's also a record. Last 84 games for a national team. Club team, no to be born 84 to not national team. Ousmane Dembele was there. A double pivot of Rabiot and Youssouf Fofana. They had William Saliba, Lucas Hernandez, and his brother Theo Hernandez and Jules Koundé. Now this is the best defense, or one of the best defenses in Europe. Saliba, Lucas, Theo, Jules Koundé.
By the names or by the...
No, but the quality. The quality.
And but if they form that backline, how do they perform as a unit?
And I make I say the quality over there.
Okay.
The quality in that defense.
Not two no.
Oh, two they say about the ultimate GB. And then the ultimate GB.
Me say bomb this say another ball crunch.
Oh, they na defense. Na goalkeeper be na goalkeeper be do ya say aye no. Only check abako unsabe yinu ebe yinu kakra. But I'm talking about the quality, Nana, and the stability at the back. Because Osha, currently one of the best centre backs in England and arguably world football now is William Saliba.
The sham so on your starter.
And no. Players of way. So I say on your starter. Because when it comes to that defense, the only players are almost like a goalkeeping role.
Minor has solved the problem.
Minor, he's not been consistent for them because Enromo bought Bryce Samba in post. But then
Milan is their number one.
no, he has to be there because now Lloris is not even regular with you can say Spurs.
Yeah.
But then on the defense, no, even Upamecano was on the bench.
Yeah.
But I think that they have another good goalkeeper in Alphonse Areola.
Yeah.
The West Ham goalkeeper. He's also good. But now they have quality.
They do, yeah.
France, it was so much quality. Say, I'm always forced to tip them as the favorites to win the upcoming Euros. And I believe that Nana, we are going to experience a very, very good tournament.
Right.
Looking at the emergence of some young players or more back into the limelight. You spoke about Germany. Nana, their issues are plenty.
See, Austria
It's shocking because especially after they gave the team
this guy got a red card early
to Nagelsmann.
Yeah, friends.
Leroy Sané.
Leroy.
Yeah.
First in his professional career. On your red card that.
And you see, sometimes Nana say Nyaman ko ye obo mu Nyaman wait to be sisi na who your coach can drink one tea say you ask yourself let me start a game now or play a code red card for no apparent reason.
Only my phone coach.
What?
For the coach.
Austria. Is it Ralph Rangnick, right?
But you're going to Manchester.
You're better than them. You see, oh no, coach. Yeah, see, almost see United phones no coach we win na. Georgian Klopp money. Yes, you win na. Yes, it's a coach there. Who proper coach we are or Germany who be are offerism. Kasa from. So then I think that with what I saw yesterday, Chef France, all they need to do now is to be consistent. Okay, Euros no 2020. They were complacent in that game against Switzerland. And that is one thing on one at home because of the team they have. But then when this team goes boot for boot against any top side in Europe, I don't see how they might be they can't be stopped.
Right.
In 2021, when they won the Nations League, we saw how they came back from 2 goals down to beat Spain. So this team has character. They've got quality, and they will always be my favorite to win the Euros.
Thank you very much, Josiah. Hi, I'm Max FM 89.7. We are live in Sekondi Takrade on Maximum 104.3. We are also live around the world on www.maxfmlive.com. We're streaming live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube as well. And see, Vakwa will be joining in. Now you're sharing, you're liking, and then we are having a conversation. This is it about non-do pepe. Time check is 10 a.m. It's time for us to get interactive. Let's read your messages on Facebook. We come to WhatsApp. We'll get to introduce the predictor very soon. Because the month of November is when we fit it, and now Kwakusi November need they chat to okra. Max by force me mon Quaye. Me can show say TVs now part of air conditioners now part of, and also open washing machines, open freezers, and open sound bars. Open smartphones, furniture max by so sunset. Want to turn your money so up to 50%. Enti bra. Na bejo die ubetimi so shop online. Ewo www.maxbuy.com.gh and enjoy this amazing offer. Yes, see, experience November like never before. Forget the rest because the best and unbeatable deals are at Max Buy. For any chair, say friend 059 69 059 69 13298 and our 059 69 13320 for more details. Max Buy, happy life. On Quaye and Edijumedi Eba. Let's get to Facebook. I've seen some messages there. Yankin Kama, if you Oibo Boatimo, Achiman Nerebi, or say, Elkumas, say, always sack the coach. But if the attitude of the GFA gurus fixing their players is not seized and right materials are selected, even Pep Guardiola can't fix the Black Stars. Greetings to Honorable Amwa Ewuku MC. Achman will be a just south where a Oyibo Boatino different Nerebi Ebaye. Kofi Ajman Black Man so share or pick farm. Good morning, Kofi. Piaga, Ewa Chima Safosi. Good morning, Nana, and your wonderful team. Chris Hutton out. Thank you, sir. Fred Kofi Gary Coleman say, good morning, Nana. I'm doing the watching live from Benin. Oh, good to know. Amu Jonathan says, good morning, Max. Okay. No Hate says, Good morning. Watching you live inside Tamanu Town. The players are just not good enough. We can't win the AFCON with this performance. Very bad. 𝐒𝐏𝐎𝐑𝐓𝐒 said, or say good morning, Max Sports team. The coach should be sacked before the African Cup tournament. Okay. Selawin, say good morning. It's crazy how Croatia has not been rated for the Euro 2024. Give Croatia a good finisher and at least they will finish top 4. Great defense and midfield play from the Croatians. All right. Rich Life say good morning. Ghana will not go to any World Cup because how come a Comoros side who is ranked below Ghana can score you twice in a row? This is Rich Life from Ayikuma. Starboy Ewo Ahafumim Airport was say Oshen. Good morning. Now or say more fire. Better luck next time to the Black Stars. Greetings to Mr. Solomon Adai, Natural Boy, Bullet Man, and my lovely mom, Mrs. Jina Piakubi, CEO of 24/7 Home Designer Furniture. All right. 𝐒𝐏𝐎𝐑𝐓𝐒 said comes again and says, this Ghana coach, if you give even Barcelona team to him to coach, Barcelona will go to relegation. Wow. This one is from Newman Ni Awule Cheatham. All right. He says, good morning, Nana Max Bai. This is Ni Awule inside Punshai. Please tell your sports panelists who just said there are players in the Brazilian national team that won't start or command the first 11 in the Black Stars to stop provoking Ghanaians. Is Andre Ayew better than any of the Brazilian players, but yet Ayew is playing? Aputo, how can he compare players who are yet to win over just Comoros to Brazil? Tell him to apologize to the Brazilian players. Nana, please, we have started the Grace for Race 2023 at the ICGC inside Shanghai. And the slogan is, subscribe to Grace. That's awesome. Jacob Mohammed Maiga say, Chris Hughton and his government are killing us slowly. These people are joking with our future. The earlier the youth of the country wake up, the better. In fact, we just can't miss the 2026 World Cup. This is our future. Happy birthday to King Fahad of Benab Oil. And that brings to mind, happy birthday to our legend, Asamoah Gyan, the baby jet. Baby, wherever you are, God bless you. You're such a blessing to Ghana. Nefels Ganege, or see a friend Raymond or Spintex, or say, please tell the players that this World Cup is important than any other that we have been to because it is our future. All right. Thank you. These are messages I've been reading from Facebook. I've been accused of ignoring messages from Facebook. I had to do that. We air WhatsApp messages. Kofi Okaswa. Kofi say, it's time Ghanaians take a look at players too when we lose and not always blame the coach. I just can't understand a top striker as Semenyo playing in the EPL. No, Nagajo's a top striker. Like Semenyo playing in the EPL and wasting such an easy chance in the 6th minute against Comoros. How can you blame the coach for such attitude from players who play at the top level in Europe? Jordan Ayew's body language is so bad in big games for Ghana. Kofi, thank you very much for your message. This one says, Nana, please, no waste of time. Before the end of the day, we want our young manager should be sacked. This is Wisdom Makoni inside Adenta News site. Good morning, Max Sports. Hope you are doing well. Yes, we're fine. Also, Chris Hughton and his boys are on the verge of denying us the visa to USA, Mexico, and Canada. But I know for sure, God no go shame us. This is John from Adesu Obum. All right, thank you. This one says, good morning, Nana. I'm Zagidi Bogidi inside Oyarifa. You guys are doing a great job. I think Chris Hughton shouldn't be sacked just now, but he really needs to get his things right. I don't think playing Inaki and Semenyo together is a good idea. And also, Dede Ayew should start from the bench. Yesterday, he didn't do anything extraordinary. In fact, he made us handicapped. Jordan too should up his game. He was playing like there was nothing at stake. Messi too made me happy with this morning, with this win over Brazil. GOAT for life. Greetings to all Nankesi boys. All right, Zagidi Bogidi. This one says, good morning, Nana and your crew. I think the coach needs to be sacked if only football owners in Ghana are not dictating to start and who should be benched before and after games. And the boys too are underperforming. Good morning, sir. Someone is greeting the predictor. Okay, he's raising up himself. He's going to be with us soon. Good morning, Nana Darkwa. It's sad that Ghana lost to Comoros, but wish the team better luck next time. I'm Oscar, taxi driver, Nungwa. This message reads, Nana Darkwa, I really miss your voice, but trust you're doing well. Yes, I'm fine, sir. And I'm very disappointed in the Black Stars coach Ruff, and don't know the reason why you play Dede Ayew ahead of Majid. In fact, he must be sacked right now. I'm also happy that my phobia guys made my day. This is genuine from Dakuman Junction. All right. Lipman is from Sakumono, and he's only saying hi to us. Good morning, Lipman. This one says, good morning, Nana. Although Ghana lost the game to Comoros, but Professor Dennis Odoi was exceptional yesterday. We shouldn't let our anger overshadow his performance, bro. Hope someone else can highlight his efforts and passion yesterday. You panelists can attest to this. I'm Isaac Jude Selom inside Pillbox Pharmacy, Medina, Zongo Junction. Keep the good work. Thank you, sir. This one says, I disagree with Nanedu. How can he say some players in the Brazil national team won't start for Ghana? In fact, I'm really disappointed in him. Our players are not matured when it comes to the national team. We shouldn't deceive ourselves. We can't even beat Comoros. We shouldn't dream of beating any European team, not even first-class teams in Africa. It's a shame. This is pound sterling from Ashaiman, Jericho. Kidola from Medina says, good morning, Max FM. Let's go to the AFCON with only locally based players because the value will still be the same. Kidola El Medina. This one says, good morning, Nana. Welcome back. Nana, please tell Nanedu to be coming down and stop exaggerating above sea level, because how can he say there are players in the Brazil team who won't start for this Black Stars team? A team that Comoros has beaten convincingly 2 times in a row. Nana, Comoros beating Ghana 2 times. I just pity those who still expect something from this Black Stars team. Nanedu, for your info, Kudus is the only player who will have a place on the Brazil bench, and it's Quaye from Alajo. I like the banter. Good morning, Nana Darkwa. Please thank Josiah and Nanedu for me for their prediction over the South American games yesterday. Black Stars there. I can't think far. Dennis from Essol Fitting Shop, El Choco. This one says, good morning, and I think the Ghana players should back up their place more, even if the coach's tactics is not good. Ano El Mimpasem. Thank you, Ano. We're grateful that you joined us. This one says, so our team cannot even beat Comoros. Austin said, Nana, my passport is ready. Tell them I want to go to the US. Austin. Why should the coach keep Kudus on the bench? I think it had to do with fitness concerns. I think the coach has a lot of work to do. Greetings to Raskobi1 of Trinity Academy, Mr. Odeno from Teacher Mante. Also, why do we always sack a coach? Greetings to Mr. Yamankwa, popularly known as Papa White of Begro Udumase. This one says, you are doing great. May God bless you. Greetings to my brother Jacob, Moses, Prince, Ronaldo. This is from Anointed. Ayetepa. Okay, all right. Hi, I'm a regular listener, but today is my first time texting or chatting your media. The players should be patriotic for only once. We beg them. Astonished Kata brought this one. This one says, Black Stars, your win is our visa to the USA. Prince Peter of GH, aka 40, inside Ashaiman. We say, good morning, Nana. Please tell Nanedu he should never say what he said again, that Nyama and Martinelli are on the same level. Aputo, Nyama can not even be on the Arsenal bench. Yate. I say, if you need now cover Smaba. Good morning, Nana and your crew. I think the coach needs to be sacked if only the okay. KK will Teshi come too. KK, I dealt with your message already, right? Now, good. I'll say, okay, let me go through this one. What's he saying? Hi, my favorite Max Boss crew. I think the biggest issues of this Brazilian squad is the lack of a prolific number 9 who is consistent and weak laterals. And I think the restructure of football vis-a-vis the Nations League has robbed them the chance to face quality opposition during international breaks to test their scores to solve the issues. Sadiq goes on to say, as for Ghana, As the dishonesty in player selections and match day selections persist, we should forget qualifying for the World Cup. Like, how can you tell me that Joseph Pansel and Osman Bukhari were not good enough for a major role in the 2 matches played? Sadiq El Kaswa. I say, please. Hello, Nana. As Josiah said, it's an error. So Brazil should understand and build from the scratch again. I think it's the same thing happening to Man United. Looking at Messi and CR7's age and with the kind of work they are doing, Ghanaians should learn from them. Looking at the way the Ashimeru was playing yesterday, nothing better. The whole problem of the Black Stars is beyond 𝐒𝐿 𝐏𝐻𝐒 from Tantra Hills, opposite Champion Divide Clinic. He's asking whether Lisandro got injured in the game. He has been injured for a long time. Yes. We see Nana, just imagine all Ghanaian players are Brazilians. Merge them with the stars of Brazil and make a collab. I leave this to Nanedu, pound sterling, and anyway buy. Good morning, boss. If we lost yesterday's match against Comoros, how are we wasting our time to go to the World Cup? Joyson, Ewa Shaiman. Hey, Charlie. It'll be easy. People really jack up, eh? Ni from Darkwa, and I've seen your question. It's come severally and I've answered it severally. I can't go over it. I'm sorry. This one says, good morning, Nana. Can't Ghana stop football and invest the money in rice farm because our football is just waste of time and resources? Desmond Ewa Shaiman. Good morning, Max Boss. Don't blame Chris. The players are at fault, pa. What kind of performance is this? Emmanuel from Odoko. This one says, greetings to you, Max Crew. My name is Tenag Jr. from Tantra Hills, Operation Sack Chris Houghton. Benjiro Dem Sleep says he's a regular listener. Good morning, Nana. Listening to you live inside Tamanu Town. I want to thank the Almighty God for your lives. Keep up the good work you are doing. Greetings to my lovely friends, Boss Spencer, Gold, Ateta, Colors, Big Money, Pincho, Brasoa, Bra Bigger, and to all parliament members. Okay. Yawa Denta, also hope you guys are doing well. Ghana is not a country we put our trust in because I bet for Ghana win or draw. And look at how Ghana is playing. And they are saying they want to go to the World Cup. Shia Apu. I see. Adnan says, good morning, Nana. Well, this FA is the worst FA that Ghana has ever had. Check his records. How on earth was John Pencil benched? Players like Tekpete, Shlop, Alfred Duncan, and Samousu are not being called, all because of some people's personal interests. How on earth will you start Ayu, who lack fitness in such a crucial game ahead of players who have been playing day in, day out? Someone should voice it out to Kudus that he should always release the balls because they made some players untouchable in the Black Stars, so they don't play with anger, unlike at their clubs. It's only unserious country who close their stadia for parties in December, all because of some people's personal interests. I thank God for Argentina's win, which consoled me. This is Adnan from Medina. Adnan Mungode, the message in car. Yami Shabibre. I have Max FM 89.7.
The Max Predictor. 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 The Max Predictor.
All right. Abdul Latif is asking whether he can watch us on TV. Not now, Abdul Latif. Maybe another time. Not today, Abdul Latif. Okay. Everything is going to be all right. Okay, it's time for us to bring you the predictor. Good morning, predictor.
Nana?
Yes, sir.
Nasa me who watch it?
How much is it when you say me too quiet?
Aye, nasa who took about so to brood and as it in one time ma ubenya case. Nasa we do watch one man.
I'm so this year.
I mean this year. Oh, now Josiah here. We are just watching this year.
Oh, this year.
Nanedu here no be chips good so.
Who this year?
Nana?
Yeah, bro.
Now, Chris Houghton, is he failing or he has failed?
Unfortunately, I'm the one who has the questions here. So.
And there be, I'm on first enemy.
And I'm
a brofo.
I will be some me.
there be amount okay the emphasis say okay Quaye puts a question. The following answers are all correct, but the most appropriate. What's the why here just a question answers in your audition are correct too.
Right.
But Chris Houghton, is he failing or he has failed?
Oh, okay.
Me, I'm out for the messages now.
Oh, fine.
What do you say? It's a one I'll call Presec. Yes, Presec for any day. Says we 85, then, and I know.
Unya predictor now.
May Debbie, now sometimes so whether the man has failed or is I'm out for messages. The messages.
Unfortunately, I'm the one who asks questions. Me and Musama.
And Debbie, all the listeners, maybe all the predictor because of investment in the amount for sending me messages.
Oh, okay.
It's almost even to an name. So whether Chris Houghton has failed or is failing. I mean, we your host. Maybe a guest.
Yeah.
But it's the other two men, it's a consultation word.
And the listeners will judge for themselves.
Whether he has failed or is failing.
Yeah, it's for them to judge.
Yeah. Okay. The possible answers who they would name.
Then he said, "Me crowd they will be like."
And why the paper but two and won't take it.
Debbie. So the minimum set questions. Now where the people have too many.
But the examiner also answers questions. Now they're not be marked.
Examiners knows will be supervised to move.
And the amount for sending messages, how do you judge?
No, if they ask questions that
amount for the messages, Beba.
I read them. What? I read them.
So,
but you are asking me a question.
But you to know, and I make us into once I day over the man a judge. The messages in the Beba say it says whether he has failed or he's failing.
Tell me the meaning of Musantom na be judge.
And Jimmy, we are me co.
As I call, it's up to them. Nyame.
And some of the bottoms that Chris Houghton has failed. Chris Houghton is failing. Which one is which?
Say me, omo say omo ntimi misama asem na mbi say omo asem.
But omo the messages no be me free omo the beba.
I na wa ba bebu omo ano.
Nti oba pile ni nyina ama.
Nya oh, na sem u ka say kra me church bi to.
Okay. Intermediate na me asem na me bi so. Say whether he has failed or he's failing. Nti me nim say me ka say the failing Chris Houghton or the failed Chris Houghton. Nti me nim. Na me ma 3 sure.
All right.
Straight wins. Josiah says it's here no. Is it no dini so. It's here there. So we mini pa info also we Ghana Christmas yo.
Right.
And me say oba me the Beba studio. Mo ba be share.
You try no.
Okay. Serbia Private Liga. Metallic GM and Magva. Straight win Emma Metallic GM. Bulgaria Cup. Dunva any Russi. Dunva Russi any Levski Sofia. Straight win ma Levski Sofia.
Right.
Nigeria NPL PFL. There's another one match there.
Right.
Eyimba any Bendel Insurance. Straight win for Eyimba.
And all things it's can say.
Any dia so. Straight win. And there's this almost check because man for bet inside.
Oh, okay.
But a straight win idiot. Josiah bit me a check it. So no, they will try Tajikistan, It's a straight win.
Right.
It's a 3. And I'm going to go on the paint. My member so be Metallic GM. I was Serbia Liga no. Metallic GM on it Magva. Straight win Metallic GM. Bulgaria Cup. Dunlop. On it Levski Sofia. On no straight win man Levski away to win. Sounds now about Nigeria. NPFL na Eyimba any Bendel Insurance. Straight win for Eyimba. Nane do they odds number. Almost 1.7. Bakoya 1.7. Okay. And the amount for that's 171. And Jirana?
Right.
And then me sure and because amount for say and do Ghana di omushambo. Ni na boy say Ghana di no. And a patrie.
It's Obi and winning.
Obi and winning.
Yes.
Obi and winning.
That's the most important thing.
Obi and winning. So who read now?
Accident.
Now it's an accident.
Yeah.
But Christmas but you to two in your maybe. See I trade in the trap be a ball. And you go www.max.com.gh now. You the trap be better.
Okay.
And also a man for be to me Eddie Christmas.
All right, thank you very much, Tony Yedase. The predictor comes your way later on tomorrow, same time. Abdul Latif Mohammed say Max FM. Okay, you're the one who was asking whether you can see us on TV. All right. Coach's Bossman say I'm watching you guys from Topman Multimedia Institute. All right. Sika Mperov say Yarfa and Chris Mperov Ampa. Bennett Frederick say good morning, Nana. I think our first 11 was very bad. Why should you bench Kudus and Nuama? This is very bad in the history of our Black Star, Samuel Jedu. Or say, good morning, Nana. So can't the coaches advise Kudus to change his style of play? He would dribble for nothing positive. What a selfish player. Oh, now we tell you. Black Stars is playing like recent House of Oak. Akomatien kwa. Wow. I say, good morning, Nana. Chris has failed and is failing. I wanted not to text today, but because of this question, Black Stars will always go down because of some people. They are you brothers, the coach and the staff. Is your boy Sefa from Accra, Bawi? That's unfair. Hi, can you please send me the website because I don't always get it, please. Someone wants the website because they don't always get it. The website is www.maxgh.com, right? Okay. So, good morning, Nana. The players are what is it? Yakubu. Good morning, Nana. Our Black Stars problem is not a coaching problem. We should blame and sack all the GFA people for their abonkele work that they are doing, and we should forget about the World Cup, Nana, and focus on other things. Joseph, also known as Daddy K from Boteman, All African Games Stadium Construction Zone. Okay. In the next minute, we'll go for a break. When we return from the break, Hearts of Oak will be big on our agenda. I'm for the coach Quaye and a place Edano Musubaye Dipa. Kubman Quaye, Hearts of Oak team winning match in the Ebuza se na ebo apayo. Ana se na Obina mpenivo be so mu Daniel Juma mano. Ana Kubman Kromo won a tikoze wonko na omu team ni nye. Hearts of Oak is big on our agenda next with a big interview. Communications director of Hearts of Oak and the entire team Ababi Piwaha. But this message is for the Black Stars. So GH terribly went all the way to Comoros to disgrace us and avoid us celebrating our top legend scorer Jan's birthday. I see. Ask Tony Bebli, why is he cashing our monies away freely to these sporting bets when Christmas is around the corner? Nana, are you sure this team are not on a mission since they gave us joy in a day and bring us disgrace in another time? Well, I can't say, but we're going for a break. When we come back, we'll do something about the 1911 club. We'll be right back.
It's Messi, 2-0 to PSG. It's Mane, and it's blasted into the back of the net by Naby Keita.
Shot on target. Oh, my word. What's the Sputnik? Through the middle. Opportunity for the Guardians. They are back in it. Awako! Embrace the all-new IMAX 32 Android television with advanced modern tech, which gives you an improved viewing experience and unlimited pleasure. The slim, slick television comes with full HD screen with high resolution and wide color gamut. The top-notch picture quality makes your movies and games 5 times clearer. With the latest Android 11 version, enjoy all your favorite Android apps like Netflix, YouTube, Showmax on a click. Watch all your favorite programs non-stop with a sharp focus, balanced contrast, and radiant balance. Take a step into a new world of scenery and fantasy with the new IMAX 32 Android television. Available at all Max Buy shops nationwide and online at 1,799 Ghana cedis only. Visit us on www.maxbuy.com.gh or download the Max Buy app on Google Play Store. You can also call on 0596 913 298 or 0544 019 552. IMAX Smart Life.
The Max Predictor.
Come every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Your sports run-up comes with all your predictions.
Barcelona, Shakhtar, home win for Barcelona. Celtic, Atletico Madrid, over 1.5.
The Max Predictor. Monday to Friday. Review for all your exclusive interviews, reactions, and preview all weekend matches.
Copenhagen opened up, and it's 1-0. Well, it might come through. Here to Torreira.
With all your predictions available. Sports Run-Up. Stay tuned. The Max Predictor.
IMAX quality modern standing fans are vital on hot days. They cool you with good airflow and to aid sound and longer sleep. They are secured with anti-rust mesh grille and enhanced super speed motor for durability. The powerful 3-speed control allows you to adjust the airflow with an optional brighter bulb which illuminates the room. They come in 3 types and energy saving affordable too. Available in all Max Buy outlets and leading shops in town. Call Max Buy now on 0302 750 308 or buy online www.maxbuy.com.gh or follow us on Facebook IMAX Electronics. For bulk purchase, contact 0245 240 983. Choose super reliable IMAX fans. Choose smart life. IMAX. Smart life.
What a guan, me conscious brethren. Your favorite roots rock reggae tunes with inspirational vibes. Reggae Max on Max 89.7 with DJ NY comes your way every week, Mondays to Fridays, 12 noon on Max 89.7 FM. Reggae Max, feel the natural mystic flow in the airwaves right into your ears. What?
Nobody can stop reggae. Nobody can stop reggae. Nobody can stop reggae. Cause reggae.
Moved it. Oh, what a goal! And it's Thomas Partey with an absolute beauty into the corner. Cancelo! What a hit! It's Messi. 2-0 to PSG. Ghmane, and it's blasted into the back of the net by Naby Keita.
Shot the target! Oh my word! What's the Sputnik? Through the middle, opportunity for the Fabians! They are back in it! Awako!
When fundamentally you fail to do the right thing over the years, Africa or GN Munyam, and you know, again over the years, almost sustain you. We say Manchester United is winning quadruple. Hey,
I'm penny for say a motia your son, you multipenne, a yet Sasabon Samo Wabu Achacha, and a yet mass post pack. Yasa Abebio, a Juada Ecosi, a Fiada no Panon Clone, Ecosi, a Riaprem to Brim, Tia ya the dear daddy, and Quan de Bebrel.
Welcome back. I am Max 89.7. Yeah, back from the break. We can kind on. Hearts of Work is our next subject for discussion. Our poem coach Martin Koopman and Sunra coach TJ Abdul Bashir Rahim with me Boama on the Kunim Ewo Accra Lions. Sunyame Aduma Kwesiada Ebe only Brekum Chelsea and Edi Ebomu. Plus, we'll be asking them after the National Sports Authority announced that their Accra Stadium will be closed in December. No, if I number Kobo matches, they're going to sit there. Man, I say, Kwesiada, remember the crowd only Kotokomu Kobo Sugar Kope. Where would the Phobians play? Muka said last season, Kobo games they both kept course. Until you ever hear now, no so come on your team Eddie. Plus, I say, Abrante. Hamza Isano, is it the next big thing at Tasso book? Our folk has said the net to Ishmael the name at Mao to strikers bar. aba besen e House of Folk na yebusa said obetimi live up to the hype na nti House of Folk and come on ha ye de eba e max 89.7 ya konra akese na eba so awu any Accra Lions a boy ya obia etimi hu House of Folk reaction after Martin Koopman Ejai Jumano. House of Oak winning by 2-1. Yempe reactions. First of all, Coach Abdul Rahim and Odin same way a buy after the victory yesterday.
Coach Bashiru, congratulations.
Thank you.
Your first win. This team has been struggling to score goals. Today you won away from home, your first away win, and then also you scored 2 goals. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, the feeling was so good. I have to give thanks to the players. They did so well. You know, playing a team like Accra Lions is not easy because they have a young, talented player that can jog with the ball anytime they want. So they really give us a good game, both in the first half and later part in the second half. After 25 minutes in the second half, that's where we came inside the game and we had our second goal.
You are the new man at the helm. In the last 10 games, we've seen Hearts of Oak play very well but not score goals. Today, the performance wasn't that good, but they have the win. Is that what you are looking out for going forward?
Yeah, you know, in this kind of competition, it's all about goal, 3 points, you know. You can play well without goal. Like you said, we'll be playing so well without scoring. Today, we didn't play like we play in our previous matches. And you see, we didn't play well, but we had the goal. So that's football. Sometimes you play well, but you can't score. You play bad and win a game. By 4, we give thanks to Almighty Allah for this win.
We saw the Kakari substitution. You brought on Amponsa. He got you the winning goal. Yeah. Was that a tactical switch from you?
Yeah, I know Amponsa, what he can do. You know, even the match we play against Bofakwa, I brought him in, but later he had a injury. That's what happened. That's why he wasn't playing. But today he had a chance and came in and showed what he can do. You know, and he had for us this wonderful win.
So, per the results you've had today, is that the new standard for Hearts of Oak?
No, let's wait and see. We still have to work, you know, because we have a lot to do. So we go back and work hard and see what we can do.
All right, so I'm happy he says they have a lot of work to do. Enough from sir. All right. So clue say omuje man or share kotoko bakubi na fide de aka nyina nti bash awoche. Let's hear from Ibrahim Tanko Accra Lions so coach.
Coach, commiserations. After back-to-back home wins, you fall into Hearts of Oak again. Do you think the result is not a true reflection of the game we saw today?
Not at all. I think we have a very good game. I mean, the goals they score definitely is our fault. No, we have to go and prepare very well for the next game. But I mean, this is not the true reflection of the game.
Tactically, what went wrong for you? Because defensively, you were organized until you considered the first goal. You showed character. You came back. But then, what went wrong?
No, I mean, that's football. I mean, after they score, we know we can come back. And then, fortunately enough, we score. But in this football, sometimes you do everything you can, but it's not working. I mean, they won. I mean, we congratulate them, but I think we have to go back and do our homework well for the next game.
You've lost 4 times this season, and all 4 has been on this ground. Do you think your team is struggling to adapt to this ground?
Yes, I mean, we also had a very good results outside. Like you said, home games are very difficult for us now. We won 2, but I mean, we are still working. Definitely, we want more games here.
Now, with regards to your substitutions, they were like for like. Does that mean you didn't change your system at all, even down the stretch?
No, I don't think we need to change the system because the game is going well. Those who came out have a bit of injury. That's why we changed them. But I think in all, they deserve the 3 points, and we have to go and look out for our next game.
And lastly, do you think your team is struggling against Hearts of Oak? Because this is their 5th straight loss to Hearts of Oak. Psychologically, do you think they are down when they face this side?
Yes, I think it's true. I mean, before the game, I had the same thing. But, I mean, our boys play very well today. They won the game, but I congratulate my boys for this performance, and we hope that next time we'll be fine.
Better luck next time.
Thank you.
36 past 10. Max FM 89.7.
89.7 Max FM.
After match day 11, Hearts of Oak have 15 points from 11 games. Hearts of Oak and win Kanwa, the only third victory of the season for the Phobians. Womo about draw 6 times and Omo lose 2 matches. On 8 goals, I conceded 6. Now, Nika said they have not lost in their last 5 games. Now they know how kakrani draw ne bano. And one butre no manya Kupma edi Quaye ni bash abefa team no. And Tiano pedie niji semya one sem sa penny for abakien sawa yenya Kwame Parado kasama for penya one any team abakien sa elha nape. Good morning, Bra Kwame.
Good morning, Nana.
Boko die.
Yeah,
there are there. Na enra na wa park.
Yes, match be able be say team kwam dia e hobby.
Enra nsana mbako game num no after say money Martin Koopman atun kwanta pai no. Dia na mo share nim say team ne be dan e dia mamo.
Well, Nana, in the first place, I mean that was for the opportunity. Say you wait to use a good platform to reach out to all your listeners, and especially House of Folk supporters. After Mr. Koopman, no be here say at least players into this assignment. Everybody making everybody the supporters in their support. A better team. Sebi team team near support. Yanka say individual say Hana wadam for Mr. Koopman crapuna. Once he's stepped out, the team still exists. We have to continue to offer the team maximum support. So there was the need to say my team absolute support, and we called upon the supporters, even though Accra posted done, but it was still an away match for us. And the response was okay, and we are very much thankful to the supporters. And with their support, the players also accepted the responsibility. And at the end of it all, they had to fight very hard to make sure that did the necessary 3 points, at the Bemaya. So that's where we are now. And this is na coach there are tougher times ahead. So the only way we can overcome it is to prepare well and make sure that the 3 points at all times, beautiful football now on 3 points it is not good. Beautiful football is good. But always making sure you have to manage your game to be able to be successful.
The matches I do 11 matches but we need mummy and sape.
Yes.
Na mabo draw kwa 6.
Yes.
Anytime map Koopman ko no.
Well, Nana, I would say from the beginning of the season, you share your team over here you about 10 matches. Make 10 that is at the point I Koopman call you about 10 matches. Now the kind of energy now you feel say exactly you de ekekanko ye nim no na ye hu ne sa nti we nye ade abeka say your friend no say bia ye pamo no but your friend ye na ya tenase to make sure that this is the kind of understanding that we all needed so that we'll be able to move the club forward for the bigger interest of all the stakeholders.
And is Obaka said, House of Oak improved side after the exit of Koopman. Makuya Mboye.
Oh, Nana, what one match you understand? Fortunately for us, we fought for the victory. But just like the coach said once again, Ejumane de as we seen Bakuna Abesin Kono. Who's naturally football? Say coach Bako Kone, that's a coach for Ba or China. All other players, you can't define that kind of energy. Maybe a FIBA, that renewed energy, But how to sustain it or how to make it consistent and better, it is always very, 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 very important. So we are hoping that maybe Yasha CFU will continue from there.
Coach Nanza Baba Kono make comments be. I want for Nanya be so crafty so Yachinalu could see Bonnie. It was about Bobo na to atinemu animu amamono. Hamza has got how many goals now? 5? 5 goals for Hamza.
Yes, 5.
Ananu be a coach Koka so ni strikers. But he was of praise for Hamza. Now okay so Hamza no crowd or yakra. Na the end yan say enche obeko. Na ni team no crowd head any striker. No cover and same Bebli buy. How did that comment sit with management? Or can't I move on say? No cry and I say no bonus 3 moon or can you pay?
Well, Nana, I'm sure what he actually meant is that team BM, you have to prepare players to fit into positions. You understand? And if I understand him very well, I'm saying if I understand him very well because most only be here, Juma, you should be able to understand the angle he always wants to speak from.
Sure.
And this is somebody, I mean, can say Oye Bruni, and as an English person.
That's right.
This is a Dutch person. And definitely in the interpretation of whatever he wants to say. And it's a no, you can't bro for no. But the message that I got from him is that look, if we want our various teams, also kind of national issue.
Aye.
What I think he was saying is that see a per se your football a grower, then we must make conscious efforts. Say every position, or in this instance, when he was referring to the strikers, we have to prepare them. Almost there are countries that, let me use Portugal. Now you can find every team beyond it's in existence beyond. I mean in Europe, every good team beyond you can find Portuguese players there. It is because they made very conscious effort to make sure that look, your youth development, this is the way we want to go. Senegal, tomorrow we shouldn't be lacking from goalkeeping, we shouldn't be lacking from right back, center backs, from other positions. So you make conscious effort to prepare them so that if A niwa B wo. But there are certain countries too that in football they don't put in that much effort.
Right.
Players will leave the country, go elsewhere, make their own progress, and then we want to benefit from them. You understand? If you bring such players and that's a benefit, then you don't have to blame those players. Have you prepared them well to suit what you want? If you don't, why do you want to reap what you certainly want to reap? It is just like jumping civilization.
Right.
In terms of modern civilization, they took it stage after stage. But baby, I can say, hey, baby, another could do in life. I want to be like him. All of a sudden, maybe say me jumping from Monday to Friday, then I become like you. It is not possible.
Right.
You must go through the process gradually, before I'll be able to get to where you are. But before I get to where you are, don't forget that because you are also making conscious effort. It is just like we chasing European football. By the time we get there, your friend is saying electronic systems are in their games now. We wish systems we near use, but we are taking it gradually. By the time I saw current Niamano use or the do has a use no. Crowd with other things that we also be wishing that we do. So in everything, what I think that he was trying to say is that we must make conscious effort to develop players to suit whatever that we want.
Hi, Max FM 89.7 is 11:15. Jumedie the Sports Park, yani House of Oak Communications Team Mira. Kwame Prado, Casamafo Penina, yani no etching and Como or the Sports Park. So Obisi Minganjo said Matic Quaye, Sana Muyena, O Clubetina ona Akaka Krebi and Kamuya relegation. What are the short, medium, and long-term plans after the exit of Koopman?
Well, the short-term plan, and I say the immediate plan was or is that Okono, who steps in, immediately the decision was taken that the assistant coach TJ steps in. Now also stepping in, what is going to be the next thing after TJ? Is it going to be that on stepping in till the end of the season, and I say on stepping in till the end of the first round, and also on stepping in till when? So the plan is, you go in there, the rest of the backroom staff, only on Mojuma, your concentration is to go and prepare the team for the
remaining matches.
For the Accra Lions match,
I don't pay.
No, I can't say back. For the Accra Lions match, right? And then continue. At the time, in our wisdom, the kind of wisdom, I mean the wisdom of the board, the search for a substantive head coach is complete. We'll certainly
last season, the most search here, more including
in life, there are lessons that you must always make sure that it will guide you. Say, and Rasabi, we be say, Otnas now can answer Uncle year.
You change it.
Ochina, that is why in life, only part that's right? You shouldn't run away from yourself. So Bia can be people now feeling say, look, Niani Pane Kano. Either say, or can win him, and I say Niani Pane Kano, you don't want to take it out. When you go back into your own closet,
sure.
It is true. But if you are quite fast, so can I've taken good lessons from it. So certainly, because as a club, we have to consistently move forward, and that's our focus.
Now, but your league boy, more ever chance not doing Simoni so.
Well, Nana, I'm buying to competition. Say, you buy Anna, you buy your friends. We are coming to add up to the numbers. You understand? But we also know very well that competition never be born. All the other 17 clubs in Inano, how many has of folk about it will be tougher than they playing themselves. Everybody will come well prepared, making sure that after the game with us, they want to dominate the headlines. So what do? You don't have to invite pressure on your team or on yourself. So the only best way you go about it is that, look, all the 34 matches in that honor, matches in are important. You take it game after game and ensure that at the end of the season, all the hard work, all the investment, everything that has gone in, Nana, will produce something beneficial for the team. And yes, you're born a tragic as I near boy winning a hard.
But we are with Magic League.
Unless Obikacha is here to be. Could be a does see. Now he will be
only 6 points separate you from the top.
Thank you. 6 points, 2 matches, but that is football. I know getting 6 points, it doesn't come easy in football. You have to work for it. But it doesn't mean that it is not.
Most more inconsistent.
That is why we must be consistent. And we are working towards achieving that consistency. That is very important to us.
Then this year, your recruitment drive. More said big name signings. More Agbesima was a big name signing, but relatively, my previous signings, my years gone by. This time you decided to go to a certain ASICEM to get Kakaribini and Ponsebi, Mokofa, Kashalebiana, Yenshede you know, and all that. More signings I'm here this season, no, from the Sibesu Baye, and living to us, Ata also came. The emotion few signings no on Monsaka.
Football there, players be out there maybe be you have to know that is how the game is. And you'll be never right from day one and over hit the level and you'll be answer never as a on your idea. Sometimes immediately they fit and they fly off. Sometimes some stay in the team, adapt, and then they continue. When they become better, they even get better than Omoana sometimes almost started fresh.
Yeah.
So for us, that's why we have good time for the players. The good thing we do is that when we identify that this is a good talent, a bit maboy dachia, when we bring you, we make sure that we continue to nurture your talent.
Right.
Now, so be crying nearby. Now say, oh, to bench. When anytime you are brought in, you should be able to make a case. Young fan say, I'm just using him because
he scored a great goal yesterday.
Yes. This is his, if I remember, this is the second time. Because the first time Yakubu boy was at Bofakwa or the ball second
If we train by.
yes. After that, we press what back on physical trainer no I special training so this was another opportunity now after some minutes after the second half coach felt that look because he's been coming up at training let's throw him into the game because the game time now I don't know a bit grow in the confidence
that's true
and everything for him as well. Fortunately when he came in well for me, I think that he didn't disappoint. Even though we all understand that at the level from long, say he can get better than this. But somebody that is coming from injury, it is gradual. So what it means is that you should be able to take up that responsibility. Our captain has not been around for some time. That's Nuruddin. Everybody knows his capabilities. But anyway, we are moving. You understand? I think for the past 3, 4, or 5 matches, Otanga has been an excellent performer in the team. You understand? Yeah. But yesterday's season, he wasn't playing. He wasn't feeling well, so he wasn't playing. Others were playing. It is about who takes up what responsibility, at what time, and what you should be able to do. If the opportunity is given, you should be able to take up and stand firm towards it. When we started the season, Hamza wasn't playing. Hamza wasn't in the team at all. But when the opportunity was presented to him, I think he played a game some few minutes before eventually he started his first game. Since then, he's played in almost all the games. And as young as he is, I don't think he has disappointed, even though we still believe that there's so much in him that still has to come out.
I was more over reliant on Quaye Jr. I hate picking on players. As I say, I'm not being fair to them. But I idea of course what check. Maybe he has something special. Ama and management, any technical team if said he got to be there every time. I also not something to say.
Well, Quaye Jr. Yes, he was around. He went off and I said he was given permission because he had a special case.
Wow.
These are personal issues.
Okay.
So when he introduced the issue, we all felt that it was only humanly
appropriate.
Okay. Appropriate. Yes, thank you for that word. Appropriate to allow him to attend to that.
Okay.
And then when everything is settled, he gets back to the team. After all of that, he's gone through it. Any idea you can easily forget, but life must go on. He's back to training. He trained, and last week he played some few minutes. This week, as the coach prepared the team up to about I think Saturday. Yes, he was part of the team that the coach was going to present. But their final training on Monday, then he had a knock at training.
Okay.
So coach cannot risk it. So the physios, the team doctors, assessed him and advised the coach to say, look, all risking it might get worse.
Okay.
And this is somebody that we need. That's how come he didn't play in yesterday's game. They will still continue to monitor and hope that between and when they go back to training up to Sunday when we play against Chelsea, it will be good for him.
There's more terminated Kwabna on the contract, Amber.
If there's anything like that, I'll let you know.
Or that's what has.
Kwabna, no.
When was the last time about training? The training do Ojai Bana.
Kwabna also Ojai training ba.
Also Onya has players. Most Onya di ntonko.
And I'm on no cultural say yes Onya di.
Aye.
If there's any mutual termination or any movement of a kind on his part, this is not a story that we can hide. We won't keep it away from you.
Has it been useful to House of Oak since he came?
Don't forget that when we started the season, I think even in pre-season, he was playing almost all the matches before Ampedu came. Right? And even when Ampedu came, started he was alternating with Ampedu.
Okay.
You get it? It is just like, once again, going back to who will be able to stand up to what at what particular time. You get it?
Yeah.
You will bear with me that Ampedu is not playing badly.
No, not at all.
Ampedu has been a good performer. So, in football technical wisdom, you don't let such players sit back. Unless for a reason that, maybe match here will be, you want to try somebody else because there's another tough assignment ahead of you in the next 2 days. And you don't want to risk an injury or you don't want to risk a knock. And then you can say, okay, my guy, I want you to play 20 to 15 minutes or sit back. Let this person start. If it goes according to plan, he plays the entire 90 minutes. If we don't get the necessary full benefit, then you can come and add up something. You get it? Such matches, maybe Abeka say, oh, start the FA Cup. I'm without any disrespect to the FA Cup competition, I'm using it because when the periods are done, sometimes we have a bigger team and maybe a Division 3. But not any disrespect to the competition. No, I can't do that.
Okay. Is that no losing the position as a Okwano?
Who lose position? It doesn't mean that you are going. Eso is not playing regularly.
Eso is not happy. Is he happy?
Oka say happier.
One no nyemi money ninye.
I can be chire money because when him Oka say somebody is not happier. Obe kasabe we obe sorry no. Obe Oka say oh say
I know correct.
Nipa ninya happy. But meanwhile we are talking in terms of
football, purely football.
Purely football.
Yeah.
Nana, the little football I know is that even Messi with the international, that's a 1, 2, 3 games, you won't be happy. Because everybody wants to play. But not all persons can play. Okay. At every given time, the coaches look at what they want as against the opposition they are going to face and then select.
Right.
So when the coaches do that, the only thing you have to do is that give the support to whoever is playing. You start season, send out an edge.
Aye.
Atachi.
Ala wa crowd chibiana. Ala wa nchibi.
Ala wa nchibi.
On we prano.
Yeah. Atachi say three matches or say 4. You understand?
Ata na chi bofo no.
You start to you ata na chi ye. Ata na chi bofo. And ata be chi
bofo.
In Swatrem, out in Swatrem also.
And pie wa ha me bo. Say no bi anse.
Swatrem
Musho mbako.
Share one.
Ana musho Maxton.
And I think the 4th game attach 4 matches.
Okay.
If the 5th game then are you stepped in? It doesn't mean that Atta will say he's not happy. He is not happy as in but I'm not happy say
for the team.
Say on top form.
Right.
There be you understand. But if it is not me, I support the guy who is in the pool.
Right.
Because when I was also doing it, he was also giving me my support. That is what is called teamwork, so that it will be able to be done. What if Asem can? On wabwa, you about 34 matches. Wabwa match day 20. No way, pra. Do you still want to play?
You can't.
You can't. When you're red card, do you still want to play? You can't.
Right.
It has to be teamwork. You have to support the person.
What's the duration of the Issa Kuka loan deal? When is he return? And I'm moving turn permanently.
Also, after the loan,
Obeba. Is this a player you want to count on?
Until say Obekoro. Coach team now Yashishe, he was part of the team.
Yeah, I know.
You understand? When he moved, then there was space. As he register additional player. So it means that he was part of the team. So fortunately, he's doing well.
Oh, nice.
You understand?
Yeah.
So we are hoping that season he will come back if the next offer meets the desire of the club and the future of the player. Why not? The club will not stand in anybody's way.
One player on the transfer to also forget Draghi, Afrani. Upon Afrani. Unfortunately, he's played just a game.
Yeah.
I don't know, or the Prana Bayana.
Well, even yesterday, the team physio went to the doctors to run MRI. To run MRI, yes, on his knee and ankle to see the exact thing, but I can't interpret it. So he has to go and give it to the specialist to interpret it. So
and it says you are not getting value for money, Anna.
sometimes, you know, some look at this player, Van Nistelrooy. Manchester United paid, but the player was somewhere injured. But Alex Ferguson kept that. Look, this guy, I want him.
I think Liverpool bought Suarez when he was injured.
Yes, you understand. It is all because if you look at your team, you know that okay, Semisaka how we not say the fitness level is what we desire. It will be able to help my team. And if the injury too is not a dear, about affecting the career idea, sometimes you can risk it a bit.
Okay.
Especially as maybe 4 or 5 matches.
But there's no definite, you know, time frame or they back to full fitness.
Okay, the MRI no more no. They did it yesterday around match, you know.
Okay.
Your friends, Lions, you know. So I'm presenting my doctor now. Then the doctor will be able to tell that okay, from what I see, maybe let's give him 1 week or 2 weeks, or go back to the physical trainer and then do this, and you'll be able to get back. So I'll be able to get you accurate feedback by close of today on Afrani.
And back what you know, I awakuni Mr. Doten Tokwano. Where were you? Commercial center.
Daben. Your commercial center, your office, no, who office 1 year in your.
I think we'll go back 3 weeks.
And I'm saying, who office 1 year in
your. Awakwa born and same time when nature and soda.
Even this morning, I spoke to Awako.
Mitchell said last week, 2 weeks ago, Obama when you trying to see.
Apart from football, he's my good friend. So every time he comes to the office, I see him.
Interbansen or no, do Tenya has a problem.
That's why I'm surprised what you are saying.
Okay. You never know to Awako one player, I see.
Or one player saying, as it's
Obotimbe.
Awako, oh yeah, okay, if I understand your question, you want to find out whether he's a registered player of Hasselfolk and answer he's a registered player of which team. Awako has affiliation with Hasselfolk still.
But your affiliation with my church, we say, Woyemu boy anase, Woyemu Mazua, anase, Woyemu player Mudini Boliga, or a dear one has see Awaku.
What is Awako?
Awaku Bobo.
Into or only has affiliation, I just obey it.
No contract.
Question maybe sounds way be some and I'm you are.
But born your bubble. But if you bet me assign a different rule. But me just say
so if he gets to that stage, that's how Awako has assigned different rule. Awako performing. Say has an assigning a different rule, any rule that's only has entity more. Then it means that.
But you money Awako contract.
But the number of years remaining on the contract, I have to be sure about that.
Awako Ebeka be 1 year on the contract.
And I have to be sure about that.
Okay, but so say we established some money Awako contract.
Yes, and an existing relationship with him.
Now, Diana club be catching in India and only team.
Only a team in terms of not playing.
In terms of not even attending training sessions.
Yes. Okay, so whatever discussions that has to do with Awako and Hasselfolk, right?
Yeah.
That discussion is going on to make sure that the relationship that exists between the two parties, you know, right? There will be choice of words.
Now then, I said, play and Muslim penny now, Opeso Connie baby, Nisika car on the contract. Mufana dear man non Quaye.
You see, football is not just like you can sit back and just say football is governed by
rules and regulations. Okay.
What I say. Yes. So in everything that you do in football, you don't look at one side of the regulation, but you look at it holistically.
That's true.
And you don't look at one side of the interest. You look at
both sides. That's right.
So anytime there's any situation between either player and club,
club and
coach and club, you understand. You have to make sure that it is discussed to the interest of both parties.
Does Hasselfolk still need Awako to come and play for them?
I don't think Awako has retired from football.
It doesn't answer my question. Does
Hasselfolk
still need Awako?
I don't think Awako has retired from football.
It still doesn't answer my question.
I'm not finished answering your question.
Okay, all right.
Okay, ask your question again. Let me give you the response.
Senior.
Yes, boss.
Does Hasselfolk still need Awako? to come and play for the club.
It's a technical decision.
Okay. Since Amuka Chen said money not to Quanta Pina, have you ever contacted him to start training with the club?
Since Awako, has he told you that the club contacted him that we don't need him and that we have not called him? I am asking you this question because you are speaking from seemingly uninformed position from the angle of the player. Into the man this question as well. I don't want it to be say yeah, you have read it from another blogger or you have read it from some WhatsApp page. Based on that, and our question.
The basis of my questions shouldn't be an issue. It's about the subject matter.
Sometimes it is. Only Obi or her, I'm not saying you. Obi or her, only the subject, the person in the subject matter. And Kasayu.
All right.
Obekwa ko peki.
The
Obiaka or baby and the Pakuno is trying to assume that only the Pakuna Kasa. No, the Amabi Bisa question. Or the Bebisa question we are somebody that listens because the person is listening to you and I. Near Memeka and answer near Bekano or finance or the copy.
Final.
Final. Meanwhile, then it means that sometimes yes, we have not done good to the angle that the question was coming from.
Right. Intimate questions is here.
Yes.
Munya wako amusa mpeno. Na anyebia mune didn't come also on samra.
Okay, if House of Folk you asked a similar question, I gave you the response and I'll give you the same response. This is a technical decision. If you ask me, right, say, personally, what do I think about Awako? Even though we know personal relationship, it is not about personality again. You understand? Because there are issues that you can't speak to personally.
That's right.
You can ask me a question that I can give you my personal mind. But immediately my name is affiliated to the club.
Yeah.
Nobody will take my personal decision again.
That's true.
Everybody will say, House of Folk says. House of Folk says. But meanwhile, me express it, my personal opinion.
Aye.
You understand? That is why sometimes questions that are not of club interests, I want to deal with it carefully.
Right.
Because if you are not careful, you can blast us. Now make a response on something on Blasters or something on GFE. Let me give you a typical example. I think we went to Kofodia, you got preseason. Somebody was asking me, what do I think about the FA president? So Satana have no more election.
Aye.
Do I think that he has done well? Do I think that he deserves another term? Do I think that this? Why did that? Obisa question, baby. All the questions you're asking me, what do you think?
A counter motion.
He was still insisting that man in terms of percentage.
Oh, how?
Say, Keta perform 2%, Keta perform 5%, Keta perform 90%. And I'm so for me, part or nam so air corner, a positive part. This following morning, House of Folk endorses Keto Krebu. Is that what I said?
No, that's not what you said.
Thank you. I'm only trying to give an example of sometimes you speaking your mind and how people will interpret it as the position
official position of the club. I understand you. I understand.
You get it?
Yeah. Is it Professor Chumesi mo nne di nkomo na nzi?
Yes, you know Professor Chumesi NSC. Meeting. I think any Tuesday.
Also to stadium no
I think exactly 2 weeks. Any Wednesday.
The program mo Premier League match.
Well, say
and can alternative venues
yeah, alternative venue you choose here Cape Coast.
They say na December about to park Mboko Cape Coast. Okay, to begin with, NS are communicated to House of Folk somewhere to park in December.
Yes, they've given us a letter. House of Folk, Olympics, Accra Lions. I think they copied Dreams.
And it falls within
their Confederation Cup. Yes.
It falls within your match days in the Premier League?
Yes. In December, the match that it will affect has no control.
Okay.
That is, if we will get the pitch right after 31st day, then it means that our next game that will be in January will be against Bichim. If it is right after 31st, pitch in India, then we'll play the Bichim there. But sometimes, I'm going to activities
the nature of it would even not be appropriate.
The pitch, the bubble, and ye, the fertilizer could boost you, and we Quaye say another period. But as it stands now, what they have written to us, your match are affected.
Cape Coast.
That's our alternative ground.
You
understand? Yeah. That's our alternative ground. But we will write to the FA
for a postponement so the pitch is ready.
Not that. Not for a postponement. We'll write to the FA after a meeting, telling them if we want to play at Cape Coast as the alternative ground, and as I want to play it somewhere else. Because it's a house and Kotokono. This is a big game. We have to look at the. We have to analyze it well.
And I'm like, how can I even access? And I'm no.
Kumasi is one of the various pitches that is available. If that becomes the decision of the club that we write to the FA, we have to get approval from the FA.
So Kumasi against Kotoko.
Do you remember some time ago Yakubu Cape Coast twice? You don't got to go back to back. So if you write to the FA, see if Kumasi and FA approve why not? If that is the decision of the club.
The Cape Coast you are talking about was at the Studio Park and
Yes,
I remember.
Yes.
Yes. Dobrev time.
Yes.
You go back to back.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember. In Timbacho, they say Diana Moody Simone to the end of the first round. And Mr. Musa said, is TJ going to be in charge till the end of the first round? That Diana Moody substantive coach Beba.
TJ, the concentration is
game after game.
He should keep to the game after game and then continue to prepare the team. Once we are very much confident that this is a head coach that we have, he falls in within what we want to achieve going forward, right? We'll introduce that person and then make that individual a substantive head coach.
Because someone, obviously your friend was saying, your friend Phobia Malash, okay, he says, I want you to tell Mr. Operado that he should take the head coach now to come and understudy the players for the rest of the first round before he takes total control by the beginning of the second round. So get the head coach now.
Yes, I think what he's saying makes footballing sense. If I understand him, say, yeah, Makase, I want you to take over this team, right? Okay, when we are training, you come around and then you monitor our training. You begin to compile your own reports, your bomb matches, I will share, and all of that. So you begin to have a closer and a fair knowledge of each and every player. Immediately, you are officially appointed that you are taking over. It doesn't become a struggle for you.
That's right.
To understand why this player does this and then all of that. It becomes very easy. I think it makes footballing sense.
Okay, it's a 11:15, max 89.7. You're live with Sekendi Takrade. We are on maximum 104.3. We are also live around the world on www.maxfmlive.com. Yene as a work communications director, Yera Kwame Opare Ado, and our Etchin Komo. Kwame, yes, it as of work, the coaching 2 players, Obabanama 2 players, Neguama, Zanity.
Where we are now.
Aye.
And then 14 for an
and then 22nd of us.
Actually, I want for interest. I'm
going to hey, imagine if you be a Ghana. Hey.
They have one for 2 weeks every month. And maybe I was to say, and then 22nd year you will. Now, as of I appoint to coach at Nair. Assuming as of I appoint to coach at Nair. Now, coach number Beji Juma. At the end of the season, the coach complains that any not top players. so he wasn't able to use them.
That would not be an excuse.
Thank you.
That would not be an excuse, but I don't foresee even when an opportunity of a transfer window opens, and across most of the Kotobe good or better, you know.
Oh, how? Now, coach, you are anyone I'm going to say, me pay.
Yes, you cook my buy, you see. Just the amount of buy now, no, the buyer, you man.
Maybe don't forget that before Koopman came, there was a technical director.
All right.
And technical director, nobody can tell me that technical director doesn't have a say in the kind of players that you bring into a team.
He does.
So if he has a say, now on head coach Babe Juba, and he recommends that young Fanana, but he thinks that Obitman the policy that we want to build and the technical direction we want to go. I don't think it is wrong. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Is the technical director still a post?
Yes, Rene, this morning he's at the training ground. All the training activities, he's there.
John, on the Juma Pan saying, my house of work technical director, because Papia has technical director, the Juma Pan anything.
Okay. Your Martin.
Okay.
That is the Oaks FC.
Sure.
Your Royal Oaks.
Right.
That's under 17. Your Auroras. That is the under 20 team.
Sure.
And we have the main team. You understand? Okay. These are 4 sets of teams. He is responsible for the technical direction of the club. So if you agree, say, this is the style that we want to play, it has to begin to cut across from down to the top. So he must supervise the execution of all of this.
How
many? I think he came in August, right? August, September. So what he has to do is that I didn't know why introduce all the level of the coaches, you know, right? What he does is training now. It's a man training now. He's there,
right,
to speak to the man coach in the Mesitego that, Madam, this is the direction I want us to go. So let's tilt it a bit to this angle. Then they all practice it. It will not come one day. When you go to the under 17, the same. When it goes to the Auroras 4, the same. You understand? So when there's promotion, players wouldn't have to struggle too much to understand and adapt to the system that the team uses already. So when it comes to the technical direction, the direct responsibility as to the style, the philosophy, and all of that we want to do, he is the head. When it comes to, you ever say, you do January, the transfer window opens. He has a say as to what transfer with team any coaches, you know. I have been say, for us to be able to solve this particular problem, we need this caliber of a player. They agree on it. They make the submission to the management, defend it. Then the management will ask questions about it. Why is it not player A or player B or player C, but this player? You defend it. Sabi, these are technical issues. Once they make technical meaning, then you also make sure that, look, you present it to the board.
Right.
It's approved. Then you get your player.
Okay.
You get it.
Yeah,
so that's how it works.
Okay. So, what has Auroras been up to? If you say in the attempted qualification to First Division 9 years, is it
almost started Division 2 league.
It's like new season, no?
Yes. What's our group, no? And odd number.
Sure.
Until first match.
Boy, next week.
Until first match, you know, I'm standby.
Oh, okay.
Second match, you know, my boy, you know, I was Kakudi, they won 1-0.
Okay.
And this weekend, Friday, it will be. I'm only Newtown Youth, so they won 4-0.
Oh, okay.
So this Sunday, there's another match again on the way.
Oh, that's yes. Cool. That's cool. I want to Dombote one.
And all of
and I want Nino Dombote. I know him fan.
Dombote.
Yes,
and all of these matches, the technical director is always involved.
Okay. Now, yes, boy, be only Bob pa. Me so be in Bob name. I try to find out and research more.
Okay.
Boy, be a friend Kasim says, "Oh, Abba has be 19 one, so you wonder." Oh, Didn't no more.
The time so about.
There's a problem with his registration. And I saying, like, what's the problem with the boy?
The time so about.
Oh, but the fans want to know why he's not playing.
In terms of say the reason he's not playing, I think the time so about is good enough reason. Unless I'm not making meaning, because I had to say Obi Ebisa me say why is Marshall not a regular player at Manchester United? Then the Hag says that the time so about.
It's a fair answer.
For me, I don't on Yari. You understand? And the Maka say we pray.
The morning so money.
Oh, there be any said the morning ball and so any. Say near Shisha, Ewonimu, technical guys in NED, and as a club, whatever that we put, whatever that it's on him, that has to make him ready to play the game. Once everything is set, he will play the game.
There's another problem with House of Oak beyond ball performance consistent with results. No, any pan here and hear more ball. I didn't try. Anyam Quaye. Must emphasize it. Anyam but you are a big club. I was a car. Mutimi be Chimochita for Neba Park. As also, da say as anity.
And I also, yeah, Chrome has it. It is not like the European system. You understand? As much as a club, we try as much as possible to do enough or to do a lot to appeal to the conscience of our supporters to be at the stadium at all times. ABN say we have spent time sitting on a good platform.
Sure.
You understand? Nana say, yeah, but if we're paying for that 2 hours platform, yeah, do you know how much it's going to cost?
Yeah, you can't even quantify.
Yes. So if we spend so much time making sure that we use the platform that will be able to get to the people to also come and support the team, I think it is also a very good way for all of us to understand that, look, Sabi, I mean, says a football team's name we near. Yeah.
What's the connection between management and the NCC with regards to funds mobilization?
Oh, no, it's perfect. There's no problem at all.
Right.
It's perfect. It's perfect. And there was a stakeholders meeting that whatever that was on everybody's mind.
The one that turned the team around and they started winning games.
Everybody sat on the round table. Everybody discussed it. Sabi, then we all move forward and make sure that everything goes on. As we play Brekum Chelsea on Sunday at Airway, right? Just to be able to reach out to every supporter everywhere. That your responsibility as supporters is that if we expect TJ and we expect the technical team to deliver, it is a challenge to the technical team.
Yeah.
If we expect the players to deliver, it's a challenge to the players. If Sebi, you can say the board, no, any AEC and now say team run, right? To be afraid of the 40. And I invested so much. Yansua, your supporters, your responsibility now, Krana and also Akawechi and say we have to be present at the match venues to support the team.
Right.
Sebi, sometimes when young team and we need, na say, appeal for support to come out. Sometimes the dragging of the feet is understandable, but we shouldn't use it as a yardstick not to be watching the games. There are a lot of factors among for Encore Stadium in these days. But I think that if we see it as a kanyahu, we have to do it for the team, and it will help us so much. Now, fortunately, Yabo, Accra Lions and Ram. You have
Chelsea on Sunday.
We have Chelsea on Sunday.
What the rates are about one thing?
Yes, the rates are 20 cedis for the popular stand. Then we have 40 cedis for the center line. We have 60 cedis for the lower VIP, 80 cedis for the upper VIP, that's the wings, and 100 cedis for the VVIP area. And now one thing that we have to add is that any ego ticket for electronic ticket.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of issues around it. I'm for Beko Stadium. It is letting us lose a lot of money.
Sure.
And letting us also lose support days at the match centers as well. Yako into a meeting together with Professor Chumesi as well to agree that going forward, your match be a electronic tickets. There will be printed ticket as well. I know so you beton. Our gate into Udu gate where there's no excuse any longer. Say me do gate on now me electronic ticket no na ma intimate man kwa match no. There's no longer any excuse. Udu wa ode bad ode udu wa for usashi okotokom. Rate obese utia say 20 cedis udu wa no akoto no utia.
Okay, but you can also buy it with the app.
Answer na obedu hono so just not to inconvenience yourselves also could queue do tickets.
Now we'll check your
when
phone.
You go onto the app, see a crowd my
okay.
No matter tickets between us and Q Chelsea. No matter tickets, no phone so
sure.
In the Sunday when you do stadium, no mask can now the remo. These are the things that in right? Ego tickets, it's a good thing, but we have to look at it very well.
No, the implementation should be gradual.
It has to be gradual.
Yeah.
And yes,
more education.
That is the issue. You see, that is the issue. And yes, when the clubs are losing money, everybody will resist it. And it will become like Adipapa Aba. That is the thing. But we have to look at it very well.
Right.
So that alongside we'll be able to, you don't lose money, the clubs also don't have to lose money because we need everybody at the stadium.
All right, Kwame, yeah, sorry, so now, I say, Uban has a folk for Echita for sure and say Mbaji League this season, yes, sir.
Well, as much as Obi supported Bia Kase play Ankobo, that performance in your okay. Coaches name and coachy and performance in your okay. Yansu Yan as a supporters, no. Yen now, so young stadium, Yan Fambo, team num, the both team we are. I'm very sure that at the end of the season, Yen now will get some happiness out of our collective effort.
We go now, brothers. They be our normal now. I want for each anymore. Who go bet me introduce someone who won't be an yachia. Anna, why? So we want him bomb to tell.
Jesus, they are not the same for Papa, we have friend Louis.
Louis, yeah.
Louis Ampim.
Yes.
But in Dio be an name for fat.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I will see Mr. Clotty.
Mr. Clotty. Not, yeah.
Both of them part of the communications department that we work together.
Now more general manager.
As in the club.
Aye.
Oh, me, what?
Okay.
Say your friend is we were administrator, Mr. Jonas, administrator.
Now either so.
Your friend is chief operations and Madame Foy.
More chief operations.
Yes.
Has.
Yes.
Oh, you know.
Madame Foy.
Oh, there we go. Now, Mr. Hackman's way.
Hackman, our account office. Hackman, Belinda.
Okay.
I'm no more the accounts.
Now, Alaji
can be. I'm also a board member.
But so also manage club, no.
Now we are board members. Your friends, we are automatic. Your friend, director.
But right now, who is like the CEO of the club? Munibi.
The administrator, but everything now it's on the chief
operations officer.
Yes.
Oh, and she reports to the board.
Yes. She heads the
operations of the club.
Yeah, the operations of the club now.
And what does Alaji Akambi do?
Or a board member.
Like what specific job?
The board members.
Roles are not defined.
Oh, it is defined.
Don't know
the board members come up with all the positive things that the club and the direction. Let me use that. Yes, the direction and the positive things that the club intends to do, that the club must do,
right.
And then they send to the management. Say these are the things. Go and implement them.
Okay.
You implement. You bring the report. Normally, the advice is the other.
Okay.
So as the overall supervisory body of the club, they do everything.
So how do we have a functioning management?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Is it then how did you cheat for answering your service?
Then in the first place, my Miss Andamasi for giving us this opportunity.
Right.
We are appealing to House of Hope supporters in Nan. Maybe I agree. Nobody should sit back. We need everybody. Let's join hands. We have jumped over the page of Mr. Cookman.
Sure.
Maybe I hear corner. I am for your support and fantastic team.
Right.
It is a collective effort, and at the end of the season, we will all be proud of.
I'm sure we will come here. That's say your friend now. Wait me in your brain now. Lewis and not Abba. I'm sure we will be that's it. Right. I say, wow, Nana, in fact, Opara is very intelligent. Wow, all the questions you're asking him, he's being careful before giving you an answer. I'm very happy for him. Genuine Darkwa, please ask him, can he assure us that there will be a new coach before the season ends? He can't assure you that, but keep supporting the club. All right, Mami Kancha Max Buy still reminding you that in the month of November, every Friday, you come for 50% discounts on all goods at Max Buy. It's a November to remember. Every Friday is Black Friday in November at Max Buy. Your 85 inches Google TVs are available. Your air conditioners and your washing machines. Your fridges, no freezers. Your sound bars, your smartphones, all available at 50% discounted prices. Visit any Max Buy shop nationwide and online at www.maxbuy.com.gh and enjoy an amazing offer from Max Buy on all our goods. Experience November like never before. Forget the rest. Join the best and unbeatable deals at Max Buy. Friend, it was 05969132298. 05969133320. It's time to talk about the Black Stars of Ghana in T. Shenonson. Now for me, we're dedicating the rest of our minutes to the national team. They lost to Comoros and it's raising concerns about technical direction, player commitment, and the way forward of the team.
Ghana.
Okay, so Ghana lost to Comoros by 2-1 goal. Now, Ghana ball Osher Ghana goal. He plays in the Bundesliga. The guy that scored against Ghana, what I say, Obo Eta. As a matter of fact, before Kevin Prince Boateng retired, he had met him a couple of times. In Ghana and Chris Hughton, Kasafa in Kugwa, and Ebaye against Comoros.
So congratulations to Comoros for the victory. In my opinion, over the 90 minutes, we were the better team. I thought Ghana were the better team. We conceded what we regard as a poor goal to concede, and we was not able to capitalise on the chances that we had. So this was not a game where Comoros won this game comfortably. You can state, I felt over the 90 minutes we were the better team. I would like to make clear is I'm speaking about today's game. Only today's game. What happened in the past is immaterial about today. And when we play in Ghana, then this game here is immaterial. There's no point speaking about games in the past. I speak about the performance. Okay, we came here to win the game. And this was all about preparation, was to win the game. We wasn't able to, so no, I am not satisfied with the result. Congratulations to Comoros, but we didn't play well enough to put away the chances and opportunities we had. And I think I'm being quite honest and open by congratulating Comoros, but I still think on the performance, I thought we were the better team. But what we wasn't able to do was get the goals that we needed to win the game. So again, congratulations to Comoros.
Chris Hutton is Ghana coach, so we are heading into midday. It's 37 minutes past 11. Let me see. Okay, this is how we're going to do it. I do. I think 6 minutes will do for you.
Yeah.
6 will do. 6 will do.
Nana.
Yes, sir.
I don't know where to start. Now make a suit in it. Andra, my opportunity. I monitor Blaster game make a crack. First of all, my young boy was one of us. Per the 2 games my boy in this qualify. Almost sure say almost in a World Cup maybe on Meko. In fact, 6 teams no more group ni nyina they've been the better side. To score 4 goals against Central African Republic and to get the confidence to beat Ghana for the 2nd time in a row should tell you say omo ye bibi ye e wo mukromo omo ye bibi ye e wo mo national team no and na start e mo result in kakakakra. Out of the 54 nations in Africa, Ghana lose to any country via a news because we are powerhouse when it comes to African football.
Since 1982.
Until you come Morocco, you come Senegal, you come Mali.
Ghana that's a powerhouse. I'm just asking.
Yeah, you 5 nations after World Cup, we are still powerhouse.
Oh, okay.
You 5 nations out of 54 nations. Now you can only to call World Cup. We are still powerhouse.
Oh, fine.
And to me here no free ho. But we free one after all the performance no. We be say on say performance it deserve powerhouse and that is where it be a no beba. But and now Comoros we know munya no should tell us the next direction of the Blasters. I say Maya GDB about you till the boy they call the next Nations Cup. Nana your team the Juma wo. Your team no e Juma wo. From angle B over spare technical team ni coach this kaka because they lost key players but then yes justification. Look at the central defense. All the 4 central defenders they call World Cup were missing. But we are no sunchanya. Players now boy should give us better performance. Nana ade am real who and ra. Come on, this was a goal no. By time of this year go to 90th minute na Ghana to man take dia. A problem. So when you come out say no say a goal in the first half. Ni about 45 minutes in the second half. Na you me an take dia. Na your team adwuma wo. Yeah. Me ditum say any stage bia no a big team but lose to a smaller team. Me ditum. It can happen anywhere. But here's the situation now. Ni go na second half and my last minute. Or say go in the first half. Now you to man find a way to score in the whole 45 minutes of the second half. That is where my problem is. It means your team no ejuma wo ho. Ya na me power angle na ya ompe say obeyi players si ho. If you tell me who's our angle from your side, me plus ye you omusi di ho. I can say, oh, we are one on body. We are advising no ho. We only can only say, Sadi me jaye. And can any oh, Mr. my capital. There we are blast and up on. But this time I am careful about that. And Sadi me careful you ho. Oh, na sanga be mo ha ka utum say be edu ka pem
abuche.
Because now we'll be start question be about players about Mako World Cup.
Some say Messi beko.
Inti na me no ya adwene say wonni bi say untumi nko the next World Cup ni bi dia and the qualification wonni business bi aye.
No kware.
Me bua. Ade na mo nko bi. Na see na your body won qualification na.
So the team arrived this morning.
Yeah, omo do na pay. And about 2 how much ya? Quaye first be doing Quaye first obi a pay mo no. Otum say yes lose na come.
I'm matching nko nya den. Ye modwa.
Nana, so imagine me said that second half, you have 4:45 minutes against Comoros. Now to mind say one go the yen say no man something say 2-1. Me who say you show some sign be say you nya be so. But you have 4:45 minutes near to man sign say go. You will do more team no. Number 2. Imagine him say coach na so den kakra.
Ghana coach na so. Why then?
The second half against Madagascar. BBC will give him Mobia who said, Papa not na so who so your mistake I want a selection. Or start repeating here in Comoros. Now una oko Kumasi. Adentin e bo game ni no obi abo Magida Smerodin.
Because he was the game changer.
Because the role no be play in the second half. Ever since our game no. Adentin e san ko crucial game ye pe win. Na yes akobo a 2-6
because he was being cautious.
No, cautious against Comoros. No.
Not the name Comoros, but the quality of the opposition they have.
Their performance.
Of course. So the Comoros, the Comoros team is down here, the Madagascar team is down. So we are the Ghana team here. Anna.
Per the 2 matches from a bonnet.
You don't need them to play a match tomorrow. What they've played is enough.
And they were my. You were your team no. Mediatum, the first 5 minutes, that chance na se manyo messy you know. A chance bia. To see ya na be kwadi we should look for options. Imagine we need to get a center forward that, you know, Ghana mentality no one na need a ding.
Suggest to be mine.
Oh, tell me who's about to petting. Obi the message ba na waka.
No.
What is that? Do nana intendra senka Jonathan ba Eli ankemwa. Time no the buy no. And coach looks like we who ya dene. Inti ato de ya denya o yenya man kutu bi a Ghana for tie ka ho asem. Na fry ni nti ma me 4 minutes bi e be kan ya no atum. Madu ni am so bo be 25-30 minutes kwan kan fa so. Me 2 games we who say Yakubu want to do something. Kumasi obobo and not obobo. Ebia the run here the man in the game no ama Yakubu bi fufuro wo dem. Na dakwa. Coaches ni changes no. Ye bi wo ha chadodo. Me I thought say one more end the game no Kumasi no would have started the game yesterday. Blaster team na end the game no. E wo Kumasi no. Nko no start the game no because they were get no be game changers. Nana adeba akwa wo ye team no ho a madwem say a strength of our team. But so bound for so on the field of play it's our wingers. Nana only Blaster team this one. Baby madwem say you well a lot of talent at the wing play. But enya sunsanso on the field of play. They were open a squad ni mo. So what started Naki Williams and Jordan it means over Abdul Fattah Ishaku, Ernest Nyama, Joseph Pentel, Osman Bukari on the bench. Mr. Also with all these names no Blaster against Bani Yaba and now sunsanso on the pitch.
Right.
So Nana Blaster you manage the head your tremetiaso.
Aye.
Head your tremetiaso but to be honest.
So we can come with maybe the way forward.
Oh yes. The way forward the only me back.
Yeah, today
back the only mo.
We are basically reviewing the performance.
Yes. So way forward only back me ho. Back the only say the head and the way forward back.
So I think on the way forward then we can bring on Fifi tomorrow hopefully.
Okay, that's great.
Because time is fast spent. Joe.
Nana.
Yeah. Odisheva.
I only need 1 minute. To say this.
Nana.
Penny Ekosu say no. If you're Ghanaian,
Ghana Beji World Cup,
and you are thinking about going to 2026, Pay the trend. Start praying.
Don't come and discourage people.
I'm not discouraging. No, I've said it. After the first game, then I sat here and people thought, say, you're winning, and I'm not saying anything positive about the team. That was what people were thinking. After any Madagascar, would be so be as we not say I. Now she wait to qualify now. Nana pay this trend. It means that your games I'm trying to be winning biao. Pay what is happening. Na child that form.
Child they say see the no child need you plan on so child here. Oh child.
Na debut. Pay your home game. Any away game aya boy. Let's ask ourselves. Let's be objective.
Let's look at Comoros for no almost F social media, almost Regana, almost team way.
Now all the way ko win Mali. Madagascar ball on the board they ko win Madagascar. Then I'm not discouraging anyone who objectivity before what? Patriotism. I'm being objective. There be a nyem paibono. If there is something we have to do, now this is the time we have to do it. I'm done.
It's some what was Dr. Nyawata talking about the Black Stars?
No, we had wanted to talk to him about the Black Stars.
Okay. I think it's Black Stars. Yeah, that's what I'm also thinking about. Where's the Fre Kobo? Oh, what did he say? Okay, let me go through this one quickly. Egypt, Algeria, Morocco, teams with good blend of local players. These three teams have proper structures put in place and invest heavily in international teams with long-term projects alongside. In Ghana, where is the long-term project? Right from the U17 to the Black Stars. Ghana is blessed with good players, but the only problem is we have got the fundamentals of football wrong. Ghanaians and the media can talk and say all kinds of things until we get back to the basics and do the right thing. The Morocco project is a classic example for Ghanaians to copy. France, Morocco, Argentina, Portugal, England, among others, have all kept almost 95% of their players after the World Cup. Wow. Good morning, Nana. Please let our boss know that the last time I was at the stadium with my friends, the stadium was dirty, space at the center line from Evans, Tema, Vivi City. That's not the job of Hartlepool. It's the job of the National Sports Authority. Can you guys, please, Nana, you guys should not talk about the Ghana game. Why? Please. Oh, are they? Hello, Nana. The problem of the Black Stars is beyond Chris Hughton. The influence and favoritism from the GFA will fail him drastically. I'm Daniel from Zoom. Please, did Martinez get injured in the Argentina game? Good morning, Nana. Thank God for your lives, Nana. The way I bought Black Stars, like president, like football team. Hey, this is action. MTK. Hi, Nana Darkwa. Let me see. Now that Darkwa Gyasi, it's about time Andrea you considers to retire from international football. I think the time is now for him to leave the scene and concentrate on club football. He's already a legend. Man has not played a single game since May, almost 6 months. Now, then our clueless coach decides to start him in a crucial 2026 World Cup qualifier against Comoros, rendering our team 10 against 11. Chris Hughton. Our players no more play our national team with passion, zeal, and commitment. No sacrifice, no purposefulness. We need to apply that Nigerian FA law that banned FA executives from owning teams and connection with players. It's UG Boy from Dansoman. Big ups, Nana Darkwa Gyasi. Your voice on the microphone is top notch. Asu. Phone lines activated on 0201 825 252 0579 3025 055 00 555 22. Hello.
Hello, Nana. Good morning.
Morning, no penny.
Yeah, I'll say another channel.
Penny yet you, sir.
Yeah. Nana, Ubudu, we interview. Now, Quaye Opare, interview no year. Say, how the person catch all the house, almost year, emergency meeting back on. I wish I 3-1.
Aye.
Almost like your coach, you know. How much?
Aye.
It's no person we win next match. Almost Quaye Opare. And I say, a technical director. Who's all beside the question? The technical director, no Jumani say. Or church will say, no Jumani say. Obeko no akọ players no makọ ye no aka no akọ negotiate ama players no management and your coach na ejuma ne say tenka director yes ejuma na coach na ejuma say na mo pa mo coach because coach on top player tenka director na dey number I think the players are not performing I didn't let Musaki coach. It's in Omupa, almost another emergency meeting. No more sacking another management member. And you understand your next match. Now that stuff what they're not coming. Now I would say coach Kunia could do for who wants to quote my door for my dog, the chap really do on a do the why yes. That time almost yes. So we here, my higher, my team will be to my own.
All right, thank you very much for your call. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Darkwa.
Yes, sir. Yeti.
I'm Mr. Darkwa. We have to pass on. Tell me to tell us there. And press last week. I am guys.
I Aroras ni promote this season, yeah. I know crap as Isa Kuka Quaye na Quaye them.
Fantastic striker. I'm born about so and run. Wow, yeah, yeah. No. And Rami Yana can run on the day when I can hear commentator or something. I can't go now, but I'm saying I can't put the rock away. Fantastic group by all time. I can go, another part. And then I can be the number can go once about go now, guy.
Go, nothing. I can't go no once more. Me no parading come, we can go no once.
I am sorry. Go now, punishing the phone about so far. I'm going to go to
all right, yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. We're grateful that you also called. Hello.
Hello, Darkwa.
Yes, sir. Adumo. Jo. Oh, I went to Quaye. Ah, say there, yeah, it is.
Did I eat for how many months? I don't know. And look, Crampon is a friend. It's a black star politician, both NDC and NPP. Yeah, you need better striker. It is much a book, Marcy. Brian Branson is saying. Now, what's the Kumo was a so African Cup was so first, and I'll bet here. All of us show, and I was a bit here, and I was a bit show. Now, what about 10 match? No, person who could say good. Coach, don't buy you. Coach, don't buy it. I can't know some about 10 years before. Black Star also down to me day. What do you for some months on your team? Boy, I follow Black Star. You're friend of that. But we on your team now, every day in your team now, my friend. We team the boy and what. It's a team, no more how many matches. Almost anything, almost draw saying, almost anything. Who didn't have the control be? I say, you should not be foreign players. You will local players for Ghana and you. Some people are dying for the team. Oh, I ready from the Kumo or mine by emphasis of the form. Say, team will plan and say the local World Cup, and as I take up the Ghana for the interview. Me and Dawson, yes, I think I'm catching them, Madame, oh, Ghana, I'm saying.
Right. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Hello.
Hello, Nana.
Yes, sir.
I know them in person.
Yeah, that's it. So about now.
And so abandoned. Because you see, you coach the touches there. The first start of players in the crowd of Saturday, first half, I'm going to be frank. Oh, no, Madagascar, our first half, Brianna was a smell on my Baba. Second half, I'm worried now. Then you go and check the team again. Because the coach, Bianca, I tell you, I think a woman say, I want to do on board first and I'm one. Even I said, could do to close that. And then I saw the starting a match in Ghana for the first half. Because could do your players be great bench. Now I can book the day for the day for Santana, who be with one more ball. And I'll go with second half, so we are here. Nana. Players in the almost Ghana because coach is your man. Over set players in there. Rajana and then you can say Jordan was better player or Crystal Palace. Jordan Ghana to be frank, Jordan Quaye. Holding on the ball is too much. Passing the crying. That's when all the calls corner they are African, you can't say the female. But Father get to the uncle. Omu linia, ni among Fad. So almost yes, over the budget. akɔgye sika no na ɔmo nkɔhwɛ di a ne ka kyerɛ Ghana man ne minister sɛ ɔmo ntwɛn ama ɔmo nkɔbɔ ɔmo hwɛ ni a ne ɛkɔm sika simple na daa ne nyame nya adwuma.
Thank you very much. I know from Impasim, we're grateful for your call. Hello.
Hello, Nana. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Hello.
Mbacho 80.
Maybe some say, yeah. Senior black guy, some na ya mo come pay for no fadi. Omuti.
Esuzo obi tie wasem na suzo obi fa wasem a oka nti ye de ye beka de ba se ombetie no. Aha.
Yakubu ne bibia kwa. Afi senior black guy ye qualify dia kacha ka Yakubu le years right. You need to be qualified. And I'm that was.
Charlie. Hello. Okay, we ain't got no caller. Someone is there, right? Yes, sir.
Nada we the only one thing from you.
Why tell you that's a so about it you?
Nada pa.
See.
That you have to see. Mr. O, maybe some question back home. Ronaldo, only the day 1 penny.
Oh, see Ronaldo in a penny.
No, tell it. See Ronaldo so ball or go. Tell it in the Ghana. Tell it place on my email.
As we do obi adio ana.
What's it?
As we do omu nyina adio.
Oh. Ejuma
ejuma ba ko enye aduane ase.
So obi when you 39, so ball ejuma obi ball. Oh. Nada for here.
Right, yeah. We'll pick a final call, okay, and then we call it a wrap on the phone in segment. Hello. Yes, open you ma onesu kakra. All right, Daniel Yeti. Too bad, Daniel, baby. We can't pick you. Let's do another one, maybe finally, because Daniel's line was that bad. Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Nana.
Bajo Yenye.
That's Arafat phobia.
All right, Arafat phobia.
Mass post there. Mobile of Operado. Or on some your name was from Pop. Yamista Nana. I know producers know about your phone Operado so to be Obiano, the channel of Anna. And command device the name with him. As a folk, gradually, Cafarasa. But at Entinra, a bomb put like watching the person now. There are fighting spirit. As a book, you roam my experience, Martin, and the ultimate. That's why if I anti, that's reference not on my room. What I say, Emma, match after match. And next week.